Yeah, Black Sun and the Hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. What's going on, Latina? What's going on? I got a special treat. You can join the panel at any time. Before I get started, though, I want to play something for the audience real quick. Just real quick. My throat. I'm so excited. Let me play this real quick. And tell me what you think. Let me do a share screen. Boom. And let's get rolling and make sure the audio is good. And here we go.
I want to go to LA.
Well, shout out Patriot J, Benny Johnson, Big Bongino, Alex Jones. Free my dogs and lock up. The radical left's gone crazy. I don't bail, I won't see inside a cell. Shout out Thugger, free my slime, slat, YSL. They tryna lock me up, but I'm plugged in ATL. Got homies doing life in jail, they living in hell. These DAs acting silly, my mugshot is worth a billy. Sold some merchant, made a milli, shot McMillie out in Philly. Shot the baby, shot the Sosa, Benny Butcher, them my rollers. Called me racist, but these rappers riding with me, them my soldiers. Mega, I am not who they are after. I'm just in the way they want to get to you, but I won't let them cold-hearted. No, I'm artist, getting back to where I started. I don't need to do the race, I'ma beat them RICO charges. And if I go to prison, you can't do me like the Clintons. I'll be laid up, eating steak with Secret Service, chilling, screaming, Orange Man bad, the whole world mad. Thug life, shout out all of my MAGA base shads. Coming for the deep state, I will stop the New World Order. But before that, I'll finish walls at the border. YSL // shout out Thugger. Trini got nothing on us.
Ooh, man. Thank you, Latina. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh man, Black Sun in the Hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. You can come up too. Shout out to Big T, man. That's a track. What's the name of that damn track by Donald? First Day Out by Big T, that being Donald Trump. So as I was talking before, Latina let me know that my dang mic was muted. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you so much. Peace to you. The title is Life is Political. And when I say life is political, I'm just paraphrasing the definition. I mean, we're not going to get technical and get all semantic up here. Politics is simply the control of your resources, plain and simple. Okay. So when people get on here and talk about, oh, I'm not really into politics, or oh, politics is for people who are angry and don't have a football team and shit. First of all, I'm too grown to be worrying about some football team. I'm too grown to be worrying about UFOs. Like, football to me and sports are like UFOs. They are a distraction. I'm too old for that shit. I am concerned about where my resources are going. So yes, I'm going to be into politics. And this is the new paradigm right here. The Arena Uncensored. I mean, again, we've always been in the politics around here. So if you want to go talk about UFOs and talk about sports teams and shit, then this ain't the platform for you. It's just that simple. We talk politics over here, 100%. And so, Latina, did you enjoy that song? Did you enjoy that song, sister? We're gonna play it at closing too. We're gonna close out with that song, and I'm gonna upload that song to the. I'm gonna upload that song to the archive library. So yeah, real quick, y'all. I'm just oh gosh, I'm just enjoying this Saturday, man. Like I said, it's been hot all week. Damn. Ooh, this has been a summer, but I kind of predicted that this summer would be very hot. But yeah, really quick, like I said, politics, like I said, if you hear somebody talk about, oh, I'm not into politics, and so they're not talking grown folk shit, because again, politics are resources. Resources can be anything from money, which includes taxes, allocating resources. Let me just keep it real simple. Money in resources in America is just money. What's up, twin? What's going on, twin? I hope you caught that, or did you just get in? But yeah, man, I don't know if you caught that yesterday. People jumping on the panel talking about politics is for angry folks, and because they don't have a sports team. Well, twin, I don't do the sports, just like I don't do the damn aliens and shit. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that, straight up. So yeah, shout out, man. Yeah, politics are the control of the resources, plain and simple. Where those resources are being allocated. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I see, twin. Yeah, where resources are being allocated. It's just that, plain and simple. Where do you allocate the resources? And so I'm concerned about that because it's not the government that paid for the resources, it's us. It's us through your state taxes, through your federal tax, through your income tax. Who you vote for controls how those resources are allocated, whether it goes to your neighborhood, where it goes to another neighborhood, where it goes to another country, i.e., Ukraine. It plays a big part on the economy. It plays a big part on jobs. And people wonder why. And see, again, people come on here when they talk about Trump, and then that, that's why I had to play the song real quick. People talk about Trump, and it's like they never mention his policies. Like they talking about damn civil cases, and they talking about how Trump, what he said on a hot one on a mic that was hitting microphones and all that. But are we talking about policy? Are we talking about the policy? Because I always try to bring it back to policy. I noticed how yesterday, when I told shout out to Ron, he's dancing, meaning I will always come to the show. Let's talk about policy. The minute you derail that, you're dancing. That's I missed the song. Okay, you know what? We gonna play the song for Twin. If y'all don't mind, we gonna play the song for Twin. Let me play this for Twin. So Twin, we're gonna play this for you, man. Yeah, we're gonna have a party. We're gonna play this song for anybody that requested. So let's play this song real quick, man. Let's play this song real quick. You like the song Latino? Okay, yeah, we're gonna play it for Twin real quick. Let's get a Rolo.
If you don't own a gas mask already,
shit.
consider getting one. Because according to a recently leaked report from Homeland Security.
Here we go. Let's play it over again. Bam.
I want to go to LA.
Well, shout out Patriot J, Benny Johnson, Big Bongino, Alex Jones. Free my dogs and lock up the radical left's gone crazy. I don't bail, I won't see inside a cell. Shout out Thugger, free my slime, slat, YSL. They tryna lock me up, but I'm plugged in ATL. Got homies doing life in jail, they living in hell. These DAs acting silly, my mugshot is worth a billy. So some merchant made a milli, shot McMillie out in Philly. Shot the baby, shot the Sosa, Benny Butcher, them my rollers. Called me racist, but these rappers riding with me, them my soldiers. Mega, I am not who they are after. I'm just in the way they want to get to you, but I won't let them. Cold-hearted, no, I'm artist, getting back to where I started. I don't need to do the race, I'ma beat them RICO charges. And if I go to prison, you can't do me like the Clintons. I'll be laid up, eating steak with Secret Service, chilling, screaming, orange man bad. The whole world mad, thug life. Shout out all of my MAGA base shads. Coming for the deep state, I will stop the New World Order. But before that, I'll finish walls at the border. YSL, // shout out Thugger. Trini got nothing on us.
Fire. Oh man, that song is fire. God damn. I'm gonna keep it because we might get more requests for it, man. Man, shout out to Twin, shout out to Latina. Yeah, we're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. Yes, sir. So yeah, that's the song, man. Fire. Oh, Twin look like it's a hit. Oh, it's a hit. Oh yeah, because I'm downloading that in the archive. That's gonna be in the archive. And we're gonna play that again when Trump wins. We're gonna play that again when Trump wins. They can turn that up in my hood. Shout out to Twin, man. Shout out to Twin. Oh, man. Oh, what a lovely day, brother. What a lovely day. So, yeah, man, how do we oh man. So yeah, Twin, Latina, man. Y'all, yeah, life is politics. It really is. And I like to use the analogy, and Sister Latina, maybe you could help me out if you're still there. If you got time, maybe you can help me out with this, because this is kind of like this involves a woman too, because you got a lot of women out here who try to tell another woman how to run things, or a grown ass woman will go to another grown woman to. It's weird, like grown people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about kids and teenagers. I'm talking about grown people. And politics are kind of the same way. That's how the Democratic Party are treating black folks like children. In fact, Latina, I'm gonna ask you a question because I don't know how many, because I know you got 2 kids, you a grown woman, but I know maybe going through high school. Well, I don't even want to say high school. Between the time you know what, I'm gonna keep it very simple without getting too personal. I know you have had girlfriends, or you maybe seen girlfriends, because you don't seem like the type that need other women to hold their hands, especially women that don't have men to tell the friend who don't have a man to tell them how to navigate their lives around, how to have a man and shit. I've always wondered how that worked, but I say that to say this. It's just a microcosm, that little example of a greater macrocosm. So just like that example I'm using, I don't know if people are relatable with that, because I mean, that's something that I see, and when I look at how black people treat, you ain't black, how the Democratic Party treats black people. But, we all grown here. I mean, I'm not here to tell you who to vote and who to vote for, what party to be part of. What I'm saying is that we all, and just like I've come across people who support Trump, and we don't have, there's a lot of things I don't prioritize. Like let me say, like they might say that, oh, the stereotypical Trump supporter is like evangelical Christian, and I don't care about all that stuff. I'm a Trump supporter, but like I said, gas is more important to me. The whole religion thing is not important to me. That's like, I'm not even thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more geared towards like the economy, jobs, ending the war. That's very important to me. So, but you have people who, and that's cool, that are more religious. Like they don't want like I agree with them. Don't get me wrong. Like I agree with a lot of conservative people that don't want like the whole transgender thing in the schools. I agree with that. Is a priority? No. For me, it's not. But see, we're all individuals. So again, I agree with it, but it's not a priority. There's other things I prioritize, just like there are people that probably don't like Ron. He don't prioritize gas prices. And I can't look at him crazy if that's not important. Apparently, that's not important for him enough to go to the polls and say, no, Trump. I get it. And that's not, everybody's priorities are different. So that those particular policies talk to me. And Trump is way better, leaps and bounds over Biden when it comes to that. I hope that's obvious. Of course, that's obvious because the goddamn anti-Trumpers and the goddamn, if Biden really even have supporters at this point in time, will ignore the whole gas thing. Oh, that's all? Oh, that's all you want to talk? Yeah. Yeah, the gas makes up my whole day. Like my truck, in order for it to move, has to be fueled. And the gas, the diesel dictates how far I need to go, how many loads I need to do. So it dictates all that. By the time I get home, and then remember, I have to gas up, I have to fuel up every night. So all that has to be factored in. So, all that has to be factored in. All that has to be factored in. And the gas prices pay a part on how much of a profit, because you can't run a business without profit. The whole purpose of running a business is to make a profit. And when things start dipping into the profit margin, then you become in the red zone. And we don't want to be in a red zone because we got to pay bills, we got to pay mortgages, we got to pay insurance, we got to pay house notes, we got to pay for all kind of shit, and we got to manage accordingly. And so if the gas prices are high and stifling like that, it could cause the business to fold. And we don't want that. At least I don't want that. So then, therefore, that's my priority. That's why I said, yeah, the whole. Again, I agree. Let me say this as a disclaimer. I agree with the whole right, with the religious right, and I'm not religious. In fact, I'm just gonna. I don't. I'm gonna say this without scaring. I don't want to scare you, Latina. I don't want to scare you, sister. I don't want to scare you, but yeah, gas is killing folks. I'm an atheist. So you see why that the whole religious thing is not important to me. I agree with it. I mean, even as an atheist, I agree that we shouldn't be teaching like kids that they don't know who they sex and all that. I don't. Oh, she's okay with it. Oh, woo! I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad, Latina. I'm so glad, sister. Because me living in the Bible Belt, it scare folks off. Like they swear up and down like I'm a Satan worshiper. Just because I go to heavy metal concerts, does that make me a Satanist? Just because I jump in the mosh pit, does that make me a Satanist? Like, really? That's all it takes to be a Satanist? But anywho, I say that to say this. And these people be on the left. They be on the, well, you know what? I'm not going to even jump into that too much, but you have a lot of so-called Biden supporters who are religious, but will support Biden when Biden had goddamn TVs at the goddamn White House lawn and shit. He was like, ugh. And I guess he didn't know it was a guy. Maybe he did, maybe, but he was just staring at the TV. And I'm like, dude, that's Biden. You know, there's a guy there, Biden. There's a guy dressed up as a woman, augmented boobs, but he's senile, so you can't tell the old man that. But I say that to say this. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't say I'm okay or not okay with you being atheist. Are you agnostic? And there's a difference between agnostic. You have time to come up because we about to have a philosophical conversation, I see. And I don't want to do this on the text. I want to have a conversation with you about this. Let me drop the link. Sister. Let me drop the link because this is about to get philosophical. I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give you the justice of, instead of typing, just let it flow out, because when it gets philosophical, you got to flow, and there don't want nothing to be misconstrued. So please hit the panel, man. Please hit the panel, sister. So yeah, this damn, look at that shit pulsating. I hate this damn camera, man. Stop doing the autofocus. Damn, the hell. Like I move around a lot. What the hell? Okay, so I'm grabbing some grub for my kids. Give me 20 minutes. Okay, no problem. Okay. So Latina, get your questions ready, and I'm gonna get ready because I know it's about to be philosophical. And philosophicals are fun. Philosophicals are very fun, but you gotta be conversating with the philosophical. You can't really do the text when it gets philosophical and all that. So yeah, I like to have a conversation on that. But lunchtime in California. Wait a minute. California? No, it's dinner time in California. Wait. No. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Sunrise in the east oh, that's right. I be getting, you know what? I be getting damn Poland and Qatar confused with California. I keep forgetting California. We are ahead of you guys. So that's right. It's lunchtime in California, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to Mid California. Shout out to Central California, West Side. Shout out to California, man. And now, I love California, but I hate the politics there. I hate how they're doing the state that I was born in. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? But I love the food in California. I love the culture. I love the, of course, the music scene. I love the music. I love the weather, but the politics, where they're allocating the money and the jobs, I hate it. And that's why I moved to Georgia. I moved to a red state because I hate the politics. Because in order for me to live there. Realistically, the political post has to be in order. It has to be in order for me. Like I can't, it's, I mean, oh gosh, you already know Latino. Like I said, California is in three parts. You got Northern, Central, and Southern California. They're like three different states. And Central California being the more conservative, it's like okay, so it goes from like when I say conservative, the less conservative is Central California, Southern California, then Northern California. Northern California being the most liberal. Southern California is like half and half, and then Central California, like I said, when I went through there, it seemed more. It reminded me of like Texas, you know what I'm saying? But it's more, yeah, people are more less liberal, more conservative in Central California. But all of it, they all share the same good weather, same good food. And because politics plays a big part in the whole prison industry and because we don't have jobs, Central, Southern, and Northern California have a lot of gangs, you know what I'm saying? And jobs are very scarce there. So again, that's why I had to, once I got a taste of the red state and get jobs and, making money and then got my own plane, got a car, and then it's what I'm talking about back in '95, and it's steamrolled. And now I got my own business, own house, and all that. It's just like, yo, this is like, yeah, this is what I was predestined to be at in Georgia, man. Be in the red state where I'm, being productive. I can't do the gang stuff. I can't do the unemployed. I can't do none of the being the starving musician. And it's, like I said, but not saying that everybody in California goes through that. But in Southern California, there's not a whole lot of jobs. There's a lot of gang activity. There's a lot of starving artists. And so, yeah, economically, it didn't make sense to me. The political life did not make sense, again, because life is political. It really is. And like I said, I don't care how much I love the sunset, love the weather. California still has the best weather, hands down. Even though Georgia, no. California has the best weather. I'm not going to even go there. California has the best weather. Even Las Vegas, which I still consider part of the West Coast, even though, yeah. Las Vegas is more in the desert, but yeah, California is perfect because we got the mountains, you got the beaches, you got the damn mountain tops, which are damn ice cold all the way down to the beaches. And then, California's a desert, but it's a desert with a beach and snow top mountains. So it's a little bit mixture of everything. So yeah. And then you got the valley, which is a hot bowl. So again, and the best farmers markets. Oh man, let me tell you, twin. California is a vegan's paradise. California is a vegan paradise. Actually, Las Vegas is a vegan's paradise. I didn't realize, how vegan friendly Las Vegas was. But yeah, I'm gonna say this. And oh, by the way, Latina. Not only am I an atheist, I guess I gotta come out and just tell you everything, sis. I'm a vegan too. She's like, wait, you hate this and a vegan? So yeah, I'm a vegan too, man. And California is actually one of the few states where you can act. Well, all the states you can kind of live. I can make it happen. I can live in any state and not eat any meat products. Period. Not eat any goddamn animal flesh, animal protein. I can do that. I know I know this might sound weird. I'm a vegan survivalist. That's what I am. So yeah. Okay, we got more people in the chat there. So y'all can hit the link anytime. Anytime. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yeah, man. Life is political. Life is political. It really is. And when I say life Oh my God, no, a vegan, right? Well, hey, you know what, Latina, you got to give me a break. Now look at the gray hairs. Now you gave me all them compliments yesterday, but you know, with all them compliments, I got the gray hairs, meaning I can't, I'm at a certain age and I can't be doing the heart attacks, the high blood pressure, the diabetes. I can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing I want looking old on me is the gray hair. That's the only thing I want looking old on me. You know, it's kind of weird because I got young people still be treating me like I'm young and shit. Like, dude, what the hell? Like, dude, no, but I'm, you know, but anywho, I ain't gonna get into that because yeah, these young thugs, boy, they be they don't be respecting their elders. They want to then pull a gun out, and I pull my guns out and say, let's have a talk. And they, you know, they get scared. But that's a whole nother topic. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about how the cowards are quick to pull a gun out and don't want to have this discussion. They don't want to have the discussion here in damn Atlanta, man. You got a lot of them young cowards here, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're gonna say that for another show. But yeah, life is political, man. And again, you know, we got, you know, this whole thing with Trump, and for some reason, and when I say life is political, it's funny because you have a lot of politicians who are out of touch with what's going on. And you think, okay, you think after the first indictment of Donald Trump, you think after the first indictment with Donald Trump, you thought they would be like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We just indicted Donald Trump and his poll numbers went up. We just indicted Donald Trump in New York and his poll numbers went up. So maybe, you know what? Okay, maybe they're like, oh, okay, his poll numbers went up. Okay, well, let's indict him again. And they indict him for the second time, and his poll numbers went up again. So wait a minute, you indicted him and poll numbers went up. I get it. Like, okay, well, let's indict him again, man. See if it, you know, his approval rate can go down, and they go up again. And you're like, well, damn, it didn't work. He can't win a general election. Oh, conscious. He'll win a general election because he's ahead in the swing states. He's ahead in Georgia, he's ahead in Michigan, and he's ahead in Pennsylvania. These are three of the largest electoral college swing states. Oh, yes, he can win. Because you know what's going to happen? Biden's going to win the blue states. Trump is going to win the red states. And guess what's going to come down to? The swing states. And guess who's ahead in the swing states right now, Ron? But Ron, you can hit the panel. I don't even have to send you a link because you already have access, brother. But I'm gonna send a link anyway, just in case more people want. But no, Ron, check it out. Check it out, Ron. He's ahead. Do I need to pull up? Because you know what? It seems like I'm just talking here. So let me just pull it up for you. Okay. Trump versus Biden polls in swing states 2024. We get the date right. And guess what it says here? Oh, did Ron just say? Did he just say? Hold on. Did he just say, hold on? Did he just say Trump can't win in a general election? Well, let's see who is ahead. Who is ahead in the swing states? Shall I do a share screen? Yes. Oh, you at the barbershop? No time. No problem. You can always go back and look at this. No problem, Conscious. I'm just going to share this real quick, and you will have time to debunk it anytime you feel like it. Let me share this tab. Let me share screen and show Ron. Oh, what does it say? Donald Trump holds big lead over Biden in swing states, polls show. Would you look at that? Do I need to blow up the screen? I think I need to blow up the screen up here. Let me blow it up all the way. Boom, 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 boom. And it says, what does that say there? I know you're in the barbershop, but what does that say? Donald Trump holds big lead over Biden in swing states. Because, Ron, we know in a general election, it comes down to the swing states. Because the blue states are going to vote for Biden, red states are going to vote for Trump. But swing states can go either way. Just like, and give me an example, like in Georgia, when they cheated, it went towards Biden. But guess what? Guess where he's leading? Georgia. Guess where they cheat? Another state they cheated in? Michigan. Guess who's leading in the lead slate in Michigan right now? Trump. Oh, in Pennsylvania, they said Biden and they cheated, in Pennsylvania. Guess who's leading in the swing state of Pennsylvania? Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump. So there you go, Ron. So yes, not only can he win in a general election, he is going to win in a general election, according to the polls in 3 of the largest swing states. Let's see what type of, in fact, Ron, he may not be good at numbers here. Let's see. Electoral points in Georgia. I believe like it's a really high number in Georgia. So how much points does Georgia give? Let's see here. Maybe I didn't type it in right, but I know it's a double digit. Both, or no, all three. I said both. Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Michigan all have double digits when it comes to electoral college. They all have double digits, Ron. See, Ron, I'm going to school you. I'm going to school you on politics. I know you've been on all these other YouTube channels. I don't know if they've been telling you, but I'm going to school you. I'm going to school you on the real politics, I'm going to school you on the goddamn electoral college. In fact, not only will Trump get 270, he's going to hit the 300 mark, and he's going to clearly win. Biden's approval ratings are going down. In that video that Latina played yesterday, oh yeah, that's the sentiment of a lot of people of how Biden's handling the whole Maui situation. So life is political. It's very political, especially because when you vote for a president and you have a natural disaster, you expect at least that president to have some sympathy, to have some type of sympathy. And in order to have some type of sympathy, you have to kind of be in touch. You can't tell of people where children have burned up and been incinerated. And shout out to you, Trism. Yeah, hey, Trism, if you want to come on anytime, there's a link right there. I'm just putting links all up in there. So shout out to you, Trism, man. Shout out to Latina, man. Latina, she is the bomb, So, man, welcome. This is what we do over here. We do the politics, you know what I'm saying? And what's good about the arena is we're very diverse. I'm a MAGA. I'm a Trump supporter. We have, Ron, he's, let's just say Ron's independent, but left-leaning. I don't know if it's safe to say that. I'm independent too, but right now I'm on the Trump train. Now, after Trump, after his 4 years, I'm going to be independent again. Because again, I'm the type of person I'm independent, so I can vote for Barack Obama and then I can vote for Trump. I can do that because I'm going based on policy. I'm based on policy. So yes, she is. I chill for now, but this is some good stuff. Oh man, I'm independent too. Yeah, everybody should be independent. I mean, that's we're all grown, but yeah, because you never know. Because the Republicans, after watching that Republican debate, man, them Republicans are dumb as fuck, dude. And that's why there's a difference between rhinos and MAGAs. You know what I'm saying? MAGAs is here. So he's got some nice policies. So once Trump does his 4 years after he wins in 2024, he does his 4 years, then I'm going to be independent and I'm going to be listening to both sides, even though I'm kind of shady about the Democratic Party because they cheat people like Bernie Sanders. They cheat people like Cornel West. They cheat people like RF Kennedy. They cheat them. So it's like, damn, I can't even get my hopes up on the left because they be cheating so goddamn much. Boom. Uh-oh, Mitch, come on back. We got you. Come on back. Hey, Trism. Get on the panel. Oh, shout out. I got kids right now. Okay, no problem. Okay, thank you so much for saying hi. Okay. Yeah. I know everybody got kids, so hey, I understand. My kids are grown, but I know what y'all going through. Got to get the kids, got to get them, set them, get them, feed them and all that. I get it. So yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out. And that's why I said I agree with the religious right when it comes to the kids, the curriculum, not being, now I don't agree with the prayer in school thing. I'm going to say that. But like I said, there's a, but again, it's, can I share a story with y'all real quick? So let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you guys a question. Because I did a lineage, and my family tree goes back to Mary Ball, Washington. That's how far my lineage goes back. If y'all don't know Mary Ball, Washington, she's the mama of George Washington. I come from that lineage. So you had that plantation, you had a bunch of white folks and black folks that carry that name, but that's how far my name goes back. But I say that to say this. America was not built on Christianity. There's a misconception on the right. Now, I love my brothers on the right, but there is a misconception that this is not a Christian nation. It was not built on Christianity. Let that sink in for a minute, y'all. Now, we have people that came over here and wanted their religious rights, and you had a multitude of different type of religions. You had all different types of Christianity. You had Islam. You had I didn't even know you had Sikhs here at the time. You had Sikhs here. You had all different religions come here because America, and I'm talking about 1776. You had the Morelos, the Moors. A lot of them were Islamic. You had all type of people here in the U.S. And so let's just deal with the Europeans and the 13 original colonies, right? Even within that 13 original colonies, you had different type of Christians. Let's just say Christians. Let's just hypothetically say Christians, right? Those Christians back then were very diverse. They were not the same, especially when you're dealing with the Martin Luthers, you're dealing with the Protestants, you're dealing with the Quakers, you're dealing with the then you got the Catholic Christians, which a lot of people, they don't know this. That's why I said it sounds weird saying Catholic Christian, because we look at it now and say, well, yeah, Catholicism and Christianity, they come from the same source, but they're very diverse. And you got even the break off with the Protestants, with the Church of England, with King Henry VIII, when they broke away. There were many factions that broke up then, and then Martin Luther. And then when they came over here, they were still splitting up and breaking up because, again, like Latina said last night, when you deal with religions and they touch down in maybe a Caribbean, or they touch down in like a Haiti or Jamaica or wherever, even America, or even like the Philippines, they split off into that culture. And so when they split off and absorb that culture, they become different. They become different. It's just like, I don't know if you know about the Haitian Revolution, Vadum and all that, it became different. So even the African culture was infused with the Catholicism and it became a whole new entity. So I say that to say this is when you all had those different entities even before America was established. And so, no, you can't say Christian nation because which Christian nation? Which Christian nation? And so they couldn't build a theocracy here because you had so many, because George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, which put in there, okay, let me start over. George Washington, who we don't know what type of Christian he was. We just know he was a theist. Thomas Jefferson, we don't know what type of, we assume that he was a Christian, but he was a theist. So we just know, okay, he was a deist. So we got George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, who also Thomas Jefferson put in separation of church and state because they kept goddamn blundering over goddamn what is going to be the state or what is going to be the national religion. Because remember, you had 13 original colonies and all those colonies had different religion. Even within those colonies, even those counties all had different religions. You know, you had Quakers, you had, it was a whole bunch of religions here. So yeah, that's what I mean by it's not a Christian nation. Again, Thomas Jefferson put in, that's why before he established the country in the Constitution, they put in the separation of church and state. So we got two deists. James Madison was also a different type of Christian. He was a Christian, but he was different from the Christians because when he made a prayer, all the other Christians like, man, no, we don't practice it that way. So he learned right then and there, we can't unite on this. James Madison. I think it's okay. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Adams. Yes, James Adams was another one. He was very religious, but he realized his fellow peers didn't shame to share the same denomination as him. We got those four, right? Guess who I got coming? Benjamin Franklin, who was an atheist. Benjamin Franklin was an atheist. So he wasn't religious at all. Benjamin Franklin. In fact, during his reign, when he was in Pennsylvania, he was into the whole press thing, and he gathered people, and it's because of the reputation of the paper, they were known as the King haters. That being King George III, because of the whole Boston Tea Party and all that. But I say that to say this is that when in those times, it's different than these times, y'all. In those times, God, those people believe, just like they believed in witches and they believed, like in Salem witch trials and all that, they believe that God ordained the king. So if you went, I know now this might sound crazy. If you went against the king, you went against God. Let me say that again. If you went against king, and the king at the time of the colony was King George III. If you went against, so if he said, you know what, I decree that we're going to tax y'all, we're going to tax you just because God said, taxation without representation. So over here, we were known as the king haters. Deplorable. You ain't wrong. Hello, first time here. Thanks to invite Latina in California. Man, she's the bomb, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. So the people in the colonies were known as because we rebelled. We dumped the tea in the Boston Tea Party. So we were known as the king haters. And a lot of people believe that if you went against the king, you went against God. And guess who's writing that newspaper? Mr. Franklin. He said, if I'm anti-king, then I'm anti-God too. basically that's what I'm paraphrasing. I'm just paraphrasing. So when he wrote those papers, when he had those, yeah, he basically wrote, man, yeah, we're the king haters. He was saying when you say fuck the king, you're saying fuck God. That was the mentality back then. So again, we can't take the mentality that we have today and apply it back then because it was a whole different mentality. So if you went against the king, you went against God. It's just that simple. So yeah, he was considered an atheist. And it's because of people who traveled like Benjamin Franklin, is because of our fervor over here. Some people, y'all can kind of debate me on this, but it wasn't until the king haters, because now both France and England both had kings, right? But remember, we're the king haters. And one of the main king haters would go over to France because France and England were battling at one time, right? Now, this was under, what's up, MD? What's up? This was under King Louis the 16th. Oh, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Oh, it's about to get dark. King Louis the 16th, Benjamin Franklin would go over to France as a delegate from the US. And I'm just saying, this is just a coincidence. America's known as the king hater, but France wasn't concerned about that. France was, how we gonna poke at goddamn England? Because remember, France and England were enemies. But remember, even though France and America were friendly with each other, the French knew that we were the king haters also. And when Benjamin Franklin would go over there to visit, King Louis the 16th, in that same era, in that same period, they have the French Revolution. They finally overthrow the king. Who here knows about, if y'all know about King Louis the 16th and Marie Antoinette, French Revolution? Press the one in the chat if you know about that, people. I just find it very coincidental that the king haters would relate. That's why I talk about Benjamin Franklin. He was atheist, but he would go over to France all the time because he wanted, to get money and, because, wars and revolutions, they cost money. But I was talking about American Revolution. Nobody was thinking about French Revolution. But it's funny how ideas travel. Again, America's known as the king haters. We're the king haters. That means you hate the king, you hate God. And next thing you know, they're overthrowing King Louis the 16th. They're taking him to the gallows along with goddamn Marie Antoinette and now they're having La Terror, Robespierre. The French Revolution was one of the first, well, I want to say the first terror. Bring out the guillotine to the scaffold and they just kill him. Yeah, they call that the terror, that whole period when it started. Like I said, they took down King Louis. But the point I'm making is that the king hatred, the king hater fervor, this is just my theory. This is just my theory because we were known as the king haters and we sent a king hater over to France. Next thing I know, the French Revolution happens. Because King Louis the 16th was doing nothing different than what King Louis the 15th was doing. King Louis the 14th, the Sun King, and all the kings, the King Louis the 12th, nothing different. But because, now, mind you, okay, Twin said one. Yeah. Deplorable, you ain't wrong. Oh, yeah. So, what up? The Fuckery Show. Hey, man, like I said, y'all hit the link, man. This is the arena. Hey, welcome, y'all. This is the, whoa. MD, whoa. MD said the French helped A.L. throughout the American Revolution. Okay, MD, I think you got a bad connection. Wait a minute. What is he saying? The French helped fund throughout the American Revolution. Yeah. Yeah, they did. That's what I thought I said, MD. But if I said anything, you know how to get on here and correct me. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. The French, yeah, and Benjamin Franklin was the delegate. So no, everything that you're saying, no, I agree with. Yeah, of course. Yeah, France helped fund the American Revolution, and we just so happened to send over the King Hater to France, and it just so happens that that whole paradigm changed. I'm just saying, how do you explain that? People went from, like I said, the mentality was that God ordained the king. So how do they go from, oh, God sent us the king to send that king to the guillotine? Like, how do we do that? How does that paradigm happen? But I get it. Oh, real quick, y'all, because, we got, you know what? Can we take a music break real quick? This is for MD, y'all. Hey, this is for everybody, but this is especially for MD. This is especially for MD. Let me share something with MD real quick. Let me take this down. This is for you, MD. This is for you. This is for you, bro. This is for you. Well, that's for you too, the poll number, but no, this is for you. This is for you, MD. This is for you.
I want to go to LA.
Well, shout out Patriot J, Benny Johnson, Big Bongino, Alex Jones. Free my dogs and lock up the radical left's gone crazy. I don't bail, I won't see inside a cell. Shout out Thugger, free my slime, slat, YSL. They tryna lock me up, but I'm plugged in ATL. Got homies doing life in jail, they living in hell. These DAs acting silly, my mugshot is worth a billy. So some merchant made a milli, shot McMillie out in Philly. Shot the baby, shot the Sosa, Benny Butcher. Them my rollers called me racist, but these rappers riding with me, them my soldiers. Mega, I am not who they are after. I'm just in the way they want to get to you, but I won't let them cold-hearted. No, I'm artist, getting back to where I started. I don't need to do the race, I'ma beat them Rico charges. And if I go to prison, you can't do me like the Clintons. I'll be laid up, eating steak with Secret Service, chilling, screaming, Orange Man bad, the whole world mad. Thug life, shout out all of my MAGA base chads. Coming for the deep state, I will stop the New World Order. But before that, I'll finish walls at the border. YSL, // shout out Thugger. Trini got nothing on us.
No, Big T. Big T, man. Donald Trump. Shout out to MD, man. That was for you, MD. Yeah, man. Yeah. Political, commercial. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Man. MD always busting up the party, man. You always busting up the party, MD. Always busting up the party, man. Political commercialism. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. I'm getting rid of this glare. Oh, shit. It's glare. Oh, that's the window. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah. And sit in front of the camera. See, the sun is out. Damn. Yeah, the sun is out. Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Everybody's having a good time. Yeah. Y'all see what MD said. Everybody laughing at what you said, MD. Just busting up the damn party. Having a good time. You like, political commercialism. Okay. He like Sitting Bull. Someone loves Trump 100%. Hey, I love his policies. But I know we're talking about MD, right? We definitely talking about MD, man. But shout out to MD. But yeah, man. Yeah. Ron is going to join us. I think Ron is still at the barber shop. MD, drop your link, please. Oh, let me drop it. Hold on. Boom. Oh, you mean his channel? Hold on. Yeah. MD, drop your channel, man, because apparently I was trying to drop it yesterday. I couldn't find it in the damn search, man. Latina wants to subscribe to the page. So let me actually, Latina, hit this link right here, and that'll take you. No. Hold on. Let me hold on. I'm doing this backwards. Hold on. Let me find MD's channel. Let me find his channel and I'll drop it in the link. Hold on. Okay, let's see. MD20 channel. Oh shit. MD20. See if it comes up this time, because it's not coming up on my shit. It's crazy, man. MD, if you could drop the link to your channel, because it's not coming up for me in my search. They might have damn MD shadow banned. Look at this, dude. No, this damn French shit, revolution shit coming up. No, I don't know. It's MD20. What the hell's wrong with this? It's YouTube on some bullshit. So yeah, okay, there you go. There you go, sis. He just dropped it. Boom, there we go. That's MD20's channel, man. I don't know why. Oh, the MD. See, that's where I fucked up. The MD20. Okay. That's why I fucked up. The MD20. That's why I didn't come up, man. Shout out to MD20, man. The MD20. I kept putting MD20 and it kept, yeah, that's why. The MD20. Man, YouTube is so goddamn fickle. But yeah, man, shout out, man. So, man, I'm glad y'all enjoyed the track. MD enjoyed it the most, of course. You know, he enjoyed it the most. I want to say this, y'all. Let's see here. Okay, let's get back to the comment section. Yeah, man. So, yeah, y'all. So, yeah, man. Life is political. You know, like I said, you know, if people want to jump on and talk about, oh, you know, we political and how y'all doing politics. Hey, this is our lane. This is what we do. And again, politics control your resources. So if you're not concerned about your resources, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, especially if you're grown. I don't know what to tell you. Sub up to MD folks. Yeah, shout out. Oh, absolutely, man. Shout out, twin. Shout out, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's just the allocation of resources. That's what politics comes down to. And I don't want our resources going to Ukraine. But then, and I've heard people say, well, what's Ukraine got to do with us? Well, it won't have nothing to do with us if we have Trump elected, because he's going to cut off funding to Ukraine. That's Biden that gives him money to the Zelensky, to a losing war. That's him doing that. So what does Ukraine got to do with us? Well, it has a lot to do with our pockets and our resources, which Trump did say. None of those GOPs mentioned it. And that's why I didn't waste my time watching that bullshit. But yeah, Trump said from day one, he's going to goddamn cut off funding to Zelensky. It does not make any sense. And I've been saying this. But the uniparty candidates, when I say uniparty, meaning the Democrats and the Rhino Republicans, the Republicans in name only are part of a uniparty. And so part of their agenda is to keep funding Ukraine and keep pushing the agenda, because it's not even Biden's agenda. It's the people Dwight D. Eisenhower talked about the military industrial complex. They are the ones that want to keep this war going. Trump is bad business, not for us, not for our economy, but he's bad business for the military industrial complex. Trump wasn't starting no wars. Ron, do I have to do the damn 3 bottles? Ron, come out to play. Do I have to do the Warriors on you? Because the link is there. The link is there, but I know he's getting a haircut. Okay, so shout out to Ron, man. Shout out to Ron. So again, maybe somebody, you know what? Maybe I can get you a free haircut, Ron. Tell one of those barbers if they want to debate me. And if they goddamn, well, I guess it'll take too long. Yeah, they conducting business there, but maybe I can win you a free haircut. Maybe I can win you a free haircut. Maybe one of those people can tell me what was the damn question I had yesterday. See, every day I'm gonna come up with a new challenge. I'm gonna come up with a new $100 challenge because, oh, that's right. Then, and I doubt any of your barbers know about Ukraine and Russia. So I'm not gonna even that because Ron, if you don't know about Russia and Ukraine and the international, I don't expect the barbers to know. And that's sad. I'm saying that, but you know, I have to take it there. I have to take it there. Because I'm sure everybody because you know, with the barbershop talk, everybody in that barbershop, especially the black barbershops, all drink the Kool-Aid. They love the Kool-Aid. You ain't got to push them in the pool like goddamn Stacey Abrams did damn MD-20. You ain't, you know, no. They glad to drink the Kool-Aid. You know, a lot of those barbershops are outdated with their conversations. They probably still talking about how great Barack Obama was. All Barack Obama did was just open up the possibilities. That's all he did. The Warriors. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I might have to do that. Ron, come out to play. Oh, yeah. I might have to do that. He never said that. He said he would end the war in 24 hours. Okay, end the war in 24 hours. That means stop funding. But okay, tomato. See, MD playing games. MD playing games. See. If that's the type of skills you're gonna use in the debate, you already gonna lose. Don't do the swab boss. MD-20. Don't do the swab boss. Don't do the 3-card shuffle. Ending the war in Ukraine in 24 hours, means we're going to stop funding. He already has plans to stop funding because he wants to make America great again. Do I have to play the track for you again, MD? I think MD wants me to play that track again. But we're gonna play the track in the closing. But goddamn, sound like MD want to hear that damn Trump song again. Sound like you want to hear that Trump song again there, MD. You know what I'm saying? 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 Okay. So, yeah. Thank you, twin. Trump would have this world turned around in 24 hours, right? Because, well, Biden has did such a damage with the dollar, though, twin. I don't know if he's going to be able to reverse BRICS because Saudi Arabia and Iran are on board. Like they were willing to squash a Shiite and Sunni feud that they've had for years. A Shiite and Sunni feud that the Muslims have had for years. And they were willing to squash that, come together, and join BRICS. That is major big. That is major big right there. And that sealed the deal for the dollar. Saudi Arabia is no longer on the American dollar. This happened under Biden. Thank you very much. So if y'all really know, if America, the nation, really knows their politics, 0 people would vote for him. If people really knew, if people would stop, what does MD say? I'm like, Ganga, now Trump done commercialize your ass with slogans and memorabilia. See, this is what I'm talking about. if we are able to get, if we are able to get America, not only black people, but America off this whole who Trump bad guy, bad guy. And we were actually to talk about policies and how the Biden administration ended the dollar, caused inflation, and how we keep getting taxed for a war we cannot win. It's already been leaked that Ukraine cannot beat Russia. If everybody just knew this information and let it soak in, you would have 0% of people voting for Biden. But because of stuff like this, because of stuff like, oh, I'm like Ingrid now, Trump done commercialize your ass. See how we do the 3-card money? This is the majority of Biden voters right here. This is the majority of Biden voters right here. And you too, Ron, when you talk about, oh, well, Trump had a civil case, and yeah, and then well, they're indicting him and they're charging him. But what about them policies, though, sir? What about them policies? And speaking of Constitution, you said now. Shout out to MD, but you said MD was more constitutional. See, MD, what MD doesn't know, what a lot of y'all don't, well, so-called Constitution, the real Constitutionists know this. And I'm about to test your constitutional skills there, Ron, because you said MD was more constitutionalist. MD doesn't know. This is what MD doesn't know. This is between me and MD. MD knows, man, MD is smart, but MD is unaware of what they call presidential immunity. This is what MD doesn't know about. Presidential immunity. That's what MD doesn't know about. That's what I have the upper hand. But me and MD are not debating the Constitution. We're debating on the goddamn integrity of the fraud that happened in 2020. That's what me and debating about. But yeah, MD is unaware that while they're doing this to Trump, it's going to come down to the feds have another thing, federal supremacy. I don't think MD knows about that either. Yeah, yep. There you go, twin. Yeah. He doesn't know about federal supremacy, and MD does not know about presidential immunity. He doesn't, because he wouldn't waste their time. I mean, it's all entertainment, but reading all these indictments and listen to the phone call and presidential immunity. Anybody? That's why I was just sitting back and I'm just shaking my head like, really, seriously. I had to do if y'all been on the airplane on Delta or any of them, because y'all know it'd be gay people, they don't, when you have the buddy pass, they don't tell you to get up. They just come down the aisle. They do the whole time I was doing that. Every time we got another indictment. And then it's funny how you, Ron, you felt and I guess you got the same derangement Trump syndrome that the DAs had, because figure after the first indictment, his numbers went up. And they're like, oh, okay, let's indict him again. And his poll numbers went up again the second time. You think after the third time they indicted him, his shit goes up again? You think they would figure out? No, they indict him again and his shit goes up again. We know what we're going to do. We're going to goddamn take him down to Fulton County and do a mugshot. Those goddamn T-shirts. He done made $1 million already off the damn T-shirts. Oh, yes, those T-shirts are $35 a pop. He has made $1 million already. Damn, off of a goddamn T-shirt. Press 1 if you think $1 million will pay for the legal fees of all 4 cases. Raise your hand or press 1 in the chat. Legal defense already paid for. And they already got the defense already set up, presidential immunity. It's amazing what $1 million will buy you, the type of defense. Oh, no, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Do you want to come up here and do it? No, show me he didn't make $1 million already, sir. Are you saying no, he didn't make $1 million off the mugshot shirts? Are you telling me that right now? Yes. Thank you, twin. See, MD like, no, I ain't even looked it up. Look it up. I'll do a share screen right now. Look it up. He's made $1 million already. Wasn't it you that said goal was to drag it out? I didn't say they weren't going to drag it out. Yeah, it's still going to be dragged out. But no, they're already ready. They did, but they're not going to play their hand this soon. They're going to drag it out. That's just the nature of the game. But the defense is already there. Presidential immunity. The constitutional lawyers are already on it, MD. Yes. That means get up out of your seat, MD. Get up out of your seat, MD. You're not going to be flying on this plane. You done got on the airplane with a buddy pass, didn't you? So now you're having the gate steward walk down the aisle. Ain't nobody in the aisle he looking at. He coming straight towards you. Because before the flight, he said, look, now you have a buddy pass, okay? Now, I'm not going to make any scene, but if I come down the aisle and you see me, I'm just going to clap my hands twice, okay? So we don't cause any attention. Because you remember what happened to the Chinese dude, they had to ask him out to see it. Because so people, they don't want to hoopla. So that damn guy just comes down here and be like, no. Black son, you shall be destroyed in this debate. We're debating, was the election stolen by Biden? That's what we're debating. Or do you want another debate on constitutionality of Trump's defense? That's two separate debates, MD. That's two separate debates. What are you talking about? You're talking about the debate. I haven't mentioned anything about election fraud in 2020. I haven't mentioned that. I haven't mentioned that the goddamn Silicon Valley, who was hired by goddamn Zuckerberg, anonymous, that they had goddamn zip drives with Bluetooth and everything. They're able to flip votes. I didn't mention that. I didn't mention none of that in this damn live stream. No, I haven't. I've been talking about presidential immunity. That's what I've been talking about. Presidential immunity. But okay, if you wanna try to squeeze that in the debate, that means you're already gonna get destroyed in the debate. Presidential immunity is not in the Constitution. Is there a such thing as presidential immunity, sir? Yes or no? That's all I need to know. Are you aware of presidential immunity? Are you aware of presidential? It's a yes or no question. We just strictly talk. We're not talking about debate. We're talking about his defense, which ain't got nothing to do with our debate. But we're talking about defense. But I guess you're going to try to squeeze that in there and try to do, I guess MD is going to try to do the James Brown in the debate. Oh, gosh, man. Shout out to everybody. MD said he ready. Man, I doubt it, twin. I doubt it. He ready. Emil isn't enough. No, that, wait. Hold on, y'all. Let's stop the press, y'all. MD just said, $1 million is not enough. No, he just printed the shirts. When did he get his mugshot, y'all? Just on Friday? Let me do the math for MD. Money versus time. So this just happened Friday, and he just got $1 million. So how many millions of dollars you think he's going to make by next week? And the week after that, how many millions of dollars every week you think he's going to make before this month is over, MD? Come on, stop playing. Stop playing. Because it doesn't stop with just 3 days of selling shirts. Actually, well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today's Saturday. 2 days. $1 million in 2 days. It doesn't stop with $1 million in just 2 days selling them shirts. Oh, you think he just made $1 million in 2 days and he's gonna stop selling shirts? Is that what you're telling me, MD? Because $1 million will knock down one case. You know that, right? It knocks down one case. Or at least it puts a very big dent in it. It puts a big dent in it. Oh, it's unwritten. It's written. They've got cases where they can pull up and show presidents having presidential immunity. They have cases versus case. That's what they're going to pull up in the defense. And once they show the judge that the judge is going to be like, oh, well, this case exists here. No, 1964. Oh, we got another one in 1902. Oh, we got another one. They just going to be pulling cases out the yin yang, and the judge ain't going to have nothing but to go with the guideline. Meaning if you have said many cases that lean towards that, that's what the judge is going to go towards. Facts. Facts. That's what the judge is going to go towards. That is a fact. That's what the judge is going to go towards. So I'm not saying there isn't president's black son. So, right, MD. I know I'm not saying that you're saying that, MD. What I'm saying is that there are prior cases, and they're going to prove a witch hunt. There are cases already proving this is a witch hunt. There are cases already proving that. Right. Clinton, Nixon. There's even more cases, though. There's even more cases. There's more cases than just Nixon and Clinton, but yeah, good example. And when the judge, because the judge is going to judge us by a guy, he's going to have a guideline. Shout out to Judge Napolitano. There's going to be a guideline, and if there's so many cases that show similarity, that's what they're going to roll with. Well, damn, I'm gonna give my Judge Napolitano impersonation. Well, hell, if you got these cases, then if they convict Trump, then they have to go back and convict Clinton. They'll have to dig up Nixon and convict Nixon. They would have to go. This would create a constitutional crisis. This is from the Napolitano. But what does he know? He's just been a judge for the last 20 years and with a Supreme Court judge in Jersey. What does he know? What does he know? What does he know, MD? So yeah, these cases are already precedent. We're talking about presidential immunity. This whole thing, and then the conspiracies on 4chan are already saying maybe Trump is in cahoots with goddamn Fannie, because Fannie just goddamn paid for his whole legal defense. And I'm not talking about the trajectory of what he's about to make on those mugshot shirts. I'm just talking about what he just made in 2 days. He's made $1 million in 2 days, MD. You drive truck, man. You're a businessman. Come on, MD. You too good at math, bro. You know the goddamn buck don't stop with $1 million in 2 days. You know the trajectory. Let me say that again, MD. You know the trajectory. You're too much of a capitalist not to know this, MD. You're too much of a capitalist not to know that. Y'all, hit this goddamn link. MD, Ron, everybody who's new, man, y'all hit the goddamn link. Talk to me. Trump made $1 million in 2 days. Today is Saturday. He got fingered in yesterday around this. No, it hadn't even been 24 hours. It's 5 o'clock now. He was fingerprinted around 7 or 8-ish o'clock. Let's just give or take 7 or 8-ish. So it hasn't even been 24 hours. $1 million off of t-shirts. That's not even including other memorabilia. Remember what I said yesterday? Y'all get your Trump memorabilia because it's going to be worth a lot of money. I'm giving y'all some good financial advice. Make sure it's official too, because you're going to be looking for authenticity when the time comes to cash in. He said Thursday. Okay, Thursday. Okay, so Thursday Was it Thursday or was it Friday? I thought it was Friday. I thought it was Friday. Because the mugshot wasn't, today is Saturday. It was yesterday. Because it was Thursday. That's right. I'm my bad. It was Thursday. Okay, so, an extra day. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3 days, $1 million. $35 a pop with shipping and handling, official Trump t-shirts with the mugshot, with the mugshot. This picture right here on the t-shirt, they have sold, and is now at $1 million. And I'm just talking about the trajectory of the rest of the month. Let's not even talk about the rest of the year, MD. This shirt is this image is popular. You put it on a t-shirt, you got $1 million in 3 days. What do you think the trajectory is for the next couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months? By the time we get to 2024, I'm saying that all cases will be paid for. That's what I'm saying. And all cases will be dropped because of presidential immunity and because of federal supremacy. That's what I'm saying, MD. So again, and y'all know the saying I got, and MD knows better than this. Of course, he keep going with the Ghostbusters. Hey, that Ghostbusters pose is making him a lot of money. And I keep saying this. Do not hold your breath. Don't, when I say hold your breath, people are like, Trump is going to go to jail. Trump is going to go to prison. Don't do that, because suffocation, repeat after me, everybody, suffocation is a terrible death. Just hold your breath. Look, everybody, repeat after me. Do what I do. We're going to hold your breath for as long as we can, right? Okay, let's do that. I'm going to do a little timer. We're going to goddamn hold the breath. So 1, 2, 3. I want to play a little music, but by the time I put it on, I can't hold my breath no more. Suffocation is a terrible death. That's a terrible way to die. Like, I tried to hold my breath. By the time I pressed the music, because I didn't want no dead space in here, I couldn't do it no more. Are y'all still holding your breath? You're probably laughing right now. You're probably laughing right now. A lot of y'all didn't even hold your breath. See, that's what I mean. See, twin, you're sitting up there laughing. You didn't try to hold your breath. I was the only one trying to, trying to imitate the ones that want to hold their breath. Trump's going to prison. Wishful thinking. Don't hold your breath, because suffocation is a terrible death. That's why twin is laughing. He said, I'm not going to sit up here and hold my breath, black son. I know what time it is. You killing brain cells, black son, doing that. I need it for the debate. Hey, I'm trying to save the rest of America thinking that Trump is going to go to prison. I'm trying to save them. They're the ones like, Trump's going to go to prison. They're the ones. I'm not doing that. I'm just setting an example like, people, breathe. Trump is not going to prison. Breathe. He's going to win the election. Breathe. We're going to restore the economy. Breathe. Trump is the best choice that we got. Breathe. He has the best goddamn policies. Breathe. Trump is the best choice. Breathe. He is the Republican nominee. Breathe. Biden is up out of here. Biden is the worst president. Breathe. That's all I'm saying. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Don't be like, Trump is not going to make no money off those shirts. Yeah, killing brain cells. I agree with you, MD. Yes. Holding your breath that long does. Oh, God, I'm high as hell. Ooh, even the camera did it. Camera high, too. We both high. You're right. I'm going to stop doing that, MD, because I don't want to kill no more brain cells. I'm high as hell doing that shit. God damn. Woo. Let me hold on till I don't fall. I'm dizzy right now. That's all I'm saying is breathe, people. Stop it. You don't know how many people, they indicted Trump. You know what's going to happen? Like, dude, calm down. Ain't nothing going to happen to Trump. They just boosted his goddamn, they just sealed the deal for his presidency. He is ahead in the swing states. That goes for you too, Ron. Don't hold your breath. See, my camera's holding his breath like it's holding his breath for me to stand still. No, I'm not going to stand still, camera. I'm going to move around. So you're just going to have to autofocus. Camera? Goddamn. That's all I'm saying. Look at this camera, boy, holding his breath. See, that's what y'all be like this camera. Just, that's what y'all be doing when it comes to Trump and this whole indictment thing. Y'all be holding y'all goddamn breath. Like, oh man, we gonna see Trump go to prison. They're gonna give him time. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And when it's all said and done, I'm gonna go back and play this video. And I'm gonna play the track. I'm gonna play the Trump track. I'm gonna play the Trump track when all the shit is dropped, and I'm gonna play the Trump track when he wins the presidency and becomes the 47th president of these United States of America. Because not only will I be happy because some of y'all will be able to breathe, some of y'all pockets will get fatter too, because you're not pumping fucking 34 gallons for $80. You won't be spending goddamn $10 for a goddamn carton of eggs and shit, even though y'all need to be going vegan any goddamn way. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother show. What does MD say here? Not going to lie, the presidential immunity angle is good one. It's a fact, and it's going to work because the judges have to use precedents. They have to use a guideline. I don't care what. They have a guideline for every crime out there. For how many times you did it, or if it's your first offense, there are guidelines. That's Jesus Christ. Do I got to explain this to MD? MD, man, I'm gonna sue Stacey Abrams from pushing you in that damn pool. I'm gonna sue Stacey Abrams. I'm suing your ass for pushing my friend MD in the goddamn Kool-Aid pool. Shit. But there has never been a case of this magnitude for any former president. He was in his right. They're wasting time. This is election fraud, MD. But that's okay, because if you don't see this as being clear election fraud, you're damn sure not going to see how I'm going to hit you in the debate just dealing with the 2020 fraud. But this right here is clear election fraud. This is clear election interference. This is clear rigging of an election right here. Trying to rig it, but we're not going for the lockdown COVID-19. We're not going for that. We're not going for that, okay? We're not going for the COVID-19. We're not going for the busted water line, main line in Fulton County, which they debunked. We're not going for that either. And we're not going for, oh, everybody go home. Go home. We're going to stop counting. There's a toilet leak. It's leaking. Everybody go home. We're not going for that, MD. We're not going for everybody go home so we can pull goddamn ballots out and start counting fucking ballots where nobody's fucking supervising. We're not going for that bullshit. There's not enough James Brown dancing you can do around that, MD. Because you're going to have to explain that, sir. That's what you're not getting. You think you're gonna shuck and jive whatever judge we get? Because you damn sure wouldn't be able to shuck and jive goddamn Angel Snuffing Up 7. Because what you and Ron don't understand, I don't need fucking Ratzenberger to tell me, again, I've been to Grady, my eyesight is 20/20. See, like a lot of y'all, I guess because y'all young and shit, y'all don't go get checked out. Y'all don't go to the hospital and get physicals. Well, I do. And my vision is very good. So I don't need nobody fucking holding my hand telling me what I fucking saw at the goddamn Arena Sports Center down in Atlanta, Georgia. I saw fucking ballot harvesting. And as far as that woman is concerned, she put her fucking self in goddamn danger when she did that fuckery for the goddamn Democratic Party. They don't give a fuck about her, and they didn't give a fuck about Seth Rich. Oh yeah, I went there. Seth Rich. Shit. Are you denying new cases of C-19? Sir, we don't need to lock down anything. It's called herd immunity. Herd immunity. I think I have COVID now because I can't smell nothing. I can't smell anything. So I have it right now. Is there a need for a lockdown? No, I've been working every day. That's to your new cases of C-19. Because I'm not denying it because I think I got it. I can't smell nothing. Do we need to lock down? No, we don't. No, we don't need to lock down shit, MD. So no, we're not going for that shit. What I'm saying is we're not going for the lockdown. It might be new cases. I don't know. I know I can't smell anything. But are we going to lock down shit because Black Sun can't smell anything? Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. That fucking COVID-19 is a weak excuse. We're not going for the banana in the fucking tailpipe. Bam. That's right. That's right. That ain't what I asked you. I said, MD, there are new cases, but it doesn't cause for a shutdown. I'm sorry, I didn't answer your question. Let me answer it now. Let me answer it again. There is no need for a shutdown. So you guys can fucking rig the election. Not you, MD, but you know where I'm going with this. There's no need for all of a sudden, because Trump is in the polls, Trump is projected to win. He's head in the swing states. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. COVID-19, we got to lock shit down again. Man, bullshit. Bullshit. Like, not only did Stacey Abrams push you in the pool, I think you hit your head, MD. I'm going to sue Stacey Abrams. I'm going to sue her ass for that shit. I'm going to sue for me and you. Because you damn near drowned in the goddamn pool of Kool-Aid. And I think you might have hit your head a little bit, MD. I'm just saying. Just play along with me. I think we can get some more money, MD, if you say you hit your head. So not only did she push you in the pool and you could have drowned, let's say in the struggle, you kind of hit your head there, is what I'm saying. You hit your head there if you think I'm going to goddamn sit up there and have you convince me that, oh, everybody, there's a water main break. Everybody go home. And they fucking change the rules because it's part of the rigging process, because the definition of rigged is using deceptive means. And when they say that the water main line is broken, I'm giving away some of the debate, but I can do that because I got a whole arsenal for you. That's part of the deception. So I'm glad we got the definition of rigged out the way, using deceptive practices. So when they said the water main break, it has been debunked that there was no water main break. And you had people sign petitions saying, yo, she told us to leave because there's a water main break. That was deception, which falls under rigging. Do you still want to do debate, D? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. How you doing, sister? How you doing? MD got me all worked up here.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, sister?
Yeah, he pretty annoying. He was annoying me too.
But him and Ron, hey, this is what makes the arena fun because we're not an echo chamber. And I love keeping my skills sharp. And MD and Ron keep me sharp. They keep me sharp because we gonna take the arena worldwide and we gonna shut down all the bullshit nationwide. So I'm just sparring with them, Latina. That's all. That's all. We all family here. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. You know, we all family here. We all family, but we just sparring for the big time. We just sparring for the big time because once the big time gig, we gonna have the fake news coming at us. We gonna have the big time people come at us. So we just sparring. We just in the gym sparring. But no, MD's good dude. He's good dude, Latina. And you know, just like Ron is good dude. We all family here, but when it comes down to it, we gonna squash a lot of people because there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of misinformation out there. Now, Ron, I will say this, Ron. One thing I'm gonna say about Ron, and this is all love, Ron, all that fake it till you make it, you can't do that. When you talk about Putin and Russia, you can't fake it till you make it around me, bro. Again, they call me. Let me show you what they call me. Y'all see that thumbnail? That's the NKVD. They call me the NKVD for the reason. Black Sun. I have that NKVD thumbnail for a reason. Y'all see the NKVD there? Yeah, that's me. NKVD. I'm modern day NKVD. You cannot fake it till you make it around me, Ron. And you're going to learn that. So you can do fake it and make it with all the national news. And that's why I let you and MD run amok here in America. When it comes to international, you know, that's my expertise, especially when it comes to Russia. I think Ron's still getting a haircut. Shout out to Ron. Latina, what's going on, sis? What's going on? Oh shit, she dropped off. Okay. MD, I hope I answered your question. Again, you asked me, am I denying new cases of COVID? I think I have COVID. Again, I can't smell shit. I can't smell shit. I can't smell nothing. And I would say some people, when they get COVID, they can't taste or they can't smell. I can taste, but I can't smell. I can't smell shit. I can't smell. So that means I got to turn off all appliances. I got to turn off all the dryers. I got to turn shit off because I ain't gonna be able to smell nothing. I got the damn, even when I clean with the bleach, I can't smell. Make sure ain't no, you know, but anywho, and when I cut the grass, I can't smell. Only thing though, I'll take it back. I can smell cigarette smoke for some reason. That shit is just so stinky. I can smell cigarette smoke, but I can't smell like fresh cut grass. I can't smell food cooking. I can't smell like the dryer. I can't smell. So I might be one of those new cases. So no, I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying, my point is we're not going to shut down shit. Because Dr. Fauci has already been disproved. So what we're doing right now, after, you know, and it's funny because when we had the C-19 to get Trump up out of office, and then Biden comes in and all of a sudden, everybody, herb immunity. Well, let's do herb immunity now during these goddamn elections. How about that? You're not going to sit up and tell me. Hold on. You're not going to sit up and tell me the whole time that Biden is in office, there's no severe cases of COVID, but all of a sudden, since Trump is winning in the polls, hey y'all, another stream of COVID is coming. Oh, wait a minute, COVID is stirring up the COVID. No, bro, no, I'm not. No, you're not. No, we're not doing that. That's all I'm saying. We're not doing that. So you mean to tell me the strand of COVID, it became weaker as Biden was in office? And now that it's getting close to getting Biden up out of here, now COVID is getting stronger again? Are you fucking kidding me? What's going on, Latina? What's going on, baby? I just find that coincidental. I find that coincidental that they're all of a sudden, they're trying to stir up this COVID thing all up again. I'm not saying no. I'm not denying new cases. I mean, no, COVID hadn't gone away. What I'm saying is COVID is like the common flu now. That's what I'm saying. And just like the common cold, some people get cured of it. Some people, get sick, very sick from it. Some people die from it. So I'm not being insensitive to that. What I'm saying is that we don't need a lockdown. We don't need to make the economy worse than what it is. We don't need to shut down more mom and pop shops for just because we want to rig the election to try to overwhelm, to try to overcome or try to push back against Big T's tsunami that's coming this way. Big T, that being Trump. So when I say Big T, I'm referring to Trump. COVID-19 lockdown is the last grenade to try to rig the election. Again, the definition of rigged, part of the definition of rigged is deceptive practices, using deceptive practices. And if people are not falling like flies from COVID all through the Biden administration, and we didn't have lockdown and people were walking around without masks and just living their lives, we're not going to just suddenly have fucking lockdowns.
So, but who helped make that happen? Who were the key people who helped make these damn lockdowns happen and help get the election rigged the F out? Who did that? Do you know who did that? Do you know what group of people helped do that?
Tell us, Latina. Tell us. I'm gonna take a stab.
No. I
Okay,
want you to
okay.
tell me.
Well, I'm gonna say Dr. Fauci. I want to say the Democratic Party, and I want to say the mainstream media. Okay.
The key people who helped fuck everything up. BLM, right? And all of those people,
okay.
like Ruby.
Billionaires. Oh, you talking about all the billionaires?
Ruby? Remember Ruby and her daughter?
Yeah.
Remember they said, "Oh, I hope President Biden pardons us." Remember that?
Break it down, sister. Break it down. Okay, I don't.
I
think
mean,
everybody... Break it down.
I'll have to look up her last name, but I don't remember, so I'll have to be right.
Just give us a gist. Just give us a gist. Just give us.
They were poll workers. Do you remember them like passing like a flash drive?
Oh, break it down, sister. Break it down.
I mean, do you know what I'm talking about, though?
No, I don't. That's why I said it's Arena Uncensored. Tell me
well, I mean, I don't have I'm sorry. Like I told you.
Well, I'm Jacques Cousteau. You shoot the information on me, and I will research it and make. I usually find.
I'm going to have to look it up right now, then, for you.
Okay. No problem. Like I said, I don't know everything that was going on, but like I said, I've gotten a lot of information out about Molly Hemingway's book, Rigged, and all I get to do is get MD to agree to the definition of what rigged is, and yeah, he done lost the debate. If I get him to agree that deceptive practices fit in the definition of rigged, he's done. I hope you're listening, MD. You're done. Because he ain't going to have no choice but to agree with that definition. So, yeah, that's where we at with that. How you doing today, Latina? How you doing, Latina? How you doing? One thing I miss about Cali are them damn street tacos, man, even as a vegan. But I've heard they got vegan street tacos now. Oh, she must be with the kids. So yeah, man. Y'all see that sun in the background? That's how hot it is. Turn that damn dryer down. See, I can't smell. Can't smell, y'all. But are we gonna lock shit down? No. We're not locking shit down. We're not doing that. We have the goddamn vaccines. We have hospitals. You sick, go to the hospital. Shit. But we're not locking shit down. I tell you what. We're not going to even do that. I was going to say have a lockdown, MD, after Trump gets elected. How about that? The same way they did Biden, because as soon as goddamn Biden got elected, oh, everything's okay. Everything's all right. You can take your mask off. Everything's all good. Tell me that didn't fucking happen.
Okay, I got the name.
Okay,
I
baby.
was looking for it. Ruby Freeman and her daughter, Wandrea Shamos. They're both former election workers from Fulton County.
Ah,
And they faced accusations from the conspiracy theorists
so
after their election night
yes, I remember that.
conduct. They were on their conduct on a polling place live stream.
So what did they? What was the reason why they told everybody to go home and leave? Do you remember? You don't have to look it up. Just from what you remember.
Why did they tell everyone to go home and leave?
Yeah, they told everybody to go home and leave that night. I remember. Okay, go. You can go first. Ladies first, of course. Ladies first.
I can't really say that I really remember what the
Okay.
reason was, but all I remember was thinking this is bullshit.
It was bullshit, right?
So, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's kind of probably why I don't remember, because, like, you know,
Right. You got upset. You got
everyone
mad. Right.
everyone was pissed.
Right. You saw red. All you saw was red.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what I was told by affidavits. These were affidavits of people who were told to leave by that woman. They were told, all these are legal affidavits, that there was a water main break and that everybody has to go home. There's a maybe water main break, toilet break. There was some type of plumbing and everybody has to go home. That's what on once there were, like, at least I'm gonna be generous, I'm gonna be conservative, Latina. There were 5 legal affidavits of all these witnesses saying the same thing.
All I know is that this Wandrea don't even look like a biological female.
Right. And not only that, when everybody left,
Am I insulting her? Yes, I am. Straight up insulting her.
hey, all I know is when Biden got in office,
Like,
next thing you know,
is she as stupid as she looks? Probably.
I think stuffing ballots on camera is pretty damn stupid. I think if you do that type of stuff and then people come at you and threaten you, you on your own. You on your own, because you're taking a risk by doing that. There's going to be that people want to kill you. You're fucking with the elections at that point. When you take out ballots on camera, you tell everybody to go home, and then now you go back to resuming, and all of a sudden Trump's 53 to Biden's 47. All of a sudden, just magically, 100% goes to Biden. Really? Because when they told everybody to go home, that the thing stopped. It came to a complete freeze. And then maybe 3 hours later, then Biden. Well, first it was Trump was ahead, then Biden. You add that up with the video. Stuffing the ballots. Yeah, stuffing the ballots. Guess what's happening, Latina? Guess what's happening? Here's Biden. Guess what's happening? Biden. Because it was 100% Biden. Coincidental? No, I don't think so. So no, we're not going to have no fucking lockdown for no COVID-19, because we haven't had one in the last fucking 3 years. And there's been plenty of people with COVID. Me, one of them. I've had COVID 3 times and shit. And did I keep working? Yes. Because, I own my own business. I'm in my own truck, so I was not affecting nobody. And plus, y'all didn't see my damn respirator mask. Anywho, I say that to say that we don't need no lockdowns. So stop trying to stir the pot and make it seem like, oh, y'all, ooh, COVID is coming back, y'all. Ooh, the new cases, y'all. Ooh, we might have to go back to wearing masks, y'all. Ooh, election day. Oh, we might have to shut everything down. Bullshit.
Yeah,
Shit.
they're already doing that in Atlanta, right? Like making them wear masks and stuff.
Yeah,
again.
they're trying to do it very subtly. They're saying, oh, there are new cases. People are actually getting sick. Well, which people get sick every day. Ooh, you know, we're gonna probably have to wear some masks. They're gonna let you get comfortable with that. And people are not wearing masks. By the way, they're not doing that. We're bucking that shit this time. We're not
Yeah,
wearing no
do
mask.
not comply. Do not
Right.
comply.
No, and we're not complying when they ultimately try to do a shutdown because they're trying to build up for a shutdown because they want to rig these elections again for a second time. And we're saying, no, we're not complying with that bullshit. In fact, the little subtleties, oh, well, COVID is coming back. You might have to wear a mask because that's how they start. Latina, you might have to wear a mask. Oh, if you're not wearing a mask, you're not allowed to go to work. And
So,
everybody's gonna
but what they still do, I think, is that like there's a clinic here in
yeah.
my area, and
Uh-huh.
it's their personal business policy that they will deny you if you will not comply
They
and
have
wear
that
a
here too.
mask.
Right.
So they can deny you health care, and
Oh,
they don't give a shit if you need that doctor's visit. You have to have like how hard it is to get like an exemption to not have to wear a mask. Well, they
you got
want
to
you
go
to
through
go
hell or
to
high
a
water.
doctor, right? They want you to go to a doctor. So let's say you have like COPD or something, and you are sick and you need to see a doctor, but they won't let you go to a You can't get a doctor's note, for an exemption for a mask.
Right. They have that here too. They say,
But
oh,
then, so how are you going to get that exemption if they won't see you?
right, but they're not locking down nothing though, right?
I'm just talking about like the masks, like in
Right,
the
right,
clinics, how they're saying it's personal business policy, you
right,
know.
right, right,
Um, well, see, but they're going to try to. We know that they're planning
right.
to. This is like enemy action against us, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, this violates our constitutional rights. Straight up. Denying our right to vote. But they're saying, oh no, we got to have safety. We got to lock down the city. Bullshit. Bullshit. They want to control the narrative. This fucking, because they see that this whole indictment blew up in their face. This has made Trump more popular. People who are not even his base are jumping on board. Because when I was playing the stream, those were a lot of black people all down Ralph David Abernathy. And though a lot of people have not seen black people in droves saying free Donald Trump, free Donald Trump, because wait a minute, Trump is racist. Trump is a white supremacist. Oh, I guess we debunked that, didn't we? I guess the black people of Atlanta, we debunked that. All because you wanted to give him a mugshot. Well, thank you, because now you showed the world a whole bunch of black men and women saying, free Donald Trump. Free Donald. They can't take that back. They can't take that back. Thank you, Fannie. Thank you. Thank you, Fannie Willis. Thank you. You just showed the world that black people, we don't believe that Donald Trump is a racist, because we would not be standing out on the streets saying free Donald Trump, free Donald Trump. This is in Atlanta, one of the blackest cities in the U.S., one of the top black cities in the U.S., one of the top 5 black cities in New York. We're down the street, Ralph David Abernathy, which is one of the blackest goddamn streets, black neighborhoods down in the West End, saying free Donald Trump, free Donald Trump. Thank you. Thank you, Fannie Willis. Thank you. Good job, Fannie Willis. Good job. Good job. The Inglewood Bloods will be proud of you, Fannie. Inglewood is proud of you. West Side, we're proud of you, Willis. Yes, we're proud of you, Fannie Willis. You just showed Donald Trump is not a racist. That we don't believe that Donald Trump is racist. At least for the black people in Atlanta that was standing out there saying free Donald Trump. Oh, we got MD. What a one. MD couldn't take it no more. MD couldn't take it no more. He like, God, I got to get on here. Goddamn black son doing too much.
Hey, quick question, because I heard you say something, man. Like I said, I just got in the house.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
heard
sir.
you say something, so I need to ask you a question.
Please, please.
You're trying to coincide these new cases of COVID with some type of conspiracy of another lockdown, and
Yes,
that's
sir.
somehow going to hinder the vote, right?
Yes, sir.
So the question is, how do you get that out of in 2020 when the actual lockdown was going on?
Right. When
A
Trump was,
record number of 154 million people voted, the greatest number in any election ever in America. Ever.
no.
Oh, wow.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Why did piece of shit Gavin Newsom turn it into a new law in California that they are going to send a damn mail-in ballot to everybody from now on?
Do a mail-in ballot not count?
Why can't you get your ass out and go vote? If you can't get your
Oh,
freaking
I
ass
agree with
out
that.
and
I agree.
vote,
Listen,
then you're gonna stay
that part you
home
ain't gonna
and
get no
not
argument
vote.
from me.
You ain't
That
gonna
part you're not
vote.
gonna get no
If
argument from me.
you're,
I
if
agree.
you, unless I mean, you have to have like a valid reason, and like a lot of people are saying that even women shouldn't vote, that we need to repeal the 19th, and I think I would give up my right to vote if I could stop a dumb bitch from voting.
Wow, you'll sacrifice yourself, huh?
Yes, I would sacrifice my vote.
Yeah, see, that sounds like a communist to me. But anyway, like I said, record number 154 million black son. What do you mean you don't agree with that? What do you mean?
Because a lot of those ballots were harvested, sir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm saying because because
Okay, so all right, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
There's too many
It
people.
was
There's
damn
too
near
many
50-50
people.
though, black son.
No, it
There's
wasn't
too many
50-50.
people.
No, sir. It was
It
not
was a
50.
tight race. What are you
No, it
talking about?
wasn't. It was 53 to 47, sir. Stop that.
Is that not tight?
Hell no.
Oh my God.
That's the goddamn distance. That's 5 points. But it's 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. That's 6. What? Hell no. That ain't tight. And then you mean to tell me that it stops? She sends everybody home and 100% goes to Biden, puts him over the top. That's a fucking rigged
You
election.
didn't know what the count was at that point in time in Georgia. Stop playing games, black son.
No. When they said the water main broke, she was sending folks home. It froze it. It said Trump 53 to Biden's 47. I know what I saw. Stop playing games with me, MD. Stop playing. And then when she sent everybody home, she was stuffing ballots, and all of a sudden Biden is surged and 100% for Biden. Really?
They weren't stuffing ballots. They continued to count, black son. I can't understand this.
Okay, so why? Why did they say there was a broken water main break, sir?
I mean, hell, what they got to do with the property in China?
Because that was the reason why they sent everybody home. Stop.
That's not the reason why they sent everybody home. They told them that it was late, black son.
No, sir. There were 5 affidavits stating that 5 different people did on a legal affidavit that woman told them there's a water main break and that everybody has to go home. Stop playing with me, bro.
So what does that matter when then they turned around? Remember, the electors were still in the room.
No, they weren't. There were affidavits saying that she told the girl told him to go home. There's 5 legal affidavits, sir. How do you explain those affidavits? Those are 5. How do you
explain the video?
How do you explain the video? She told him to go home, and there were 5 people with 5 affidavits saying that she told him to go home because there's a broken water main break. And there's 5 affidavits saying that she said that.
Well, regardless of what the situation.
No.
Sir, what do you mean no?
No, sir, you're not dancing. You're not dancing.
I ain't that. Regardless what the reason was, they said, okay, they told us we cannot go home. We got to finish counting tonight. That's what was said.
Why did she say there was a broken water main break?
They had put the ballots up though, black son. They had to come back.
Why did she tell them that there was a water main break, sir?
I mean, hell, she could have told them it was a damn tornado coming through. I don't give a damn what the reason was.
Was that deceptive, sir?
No, because it didn't have nothing to do with the votes.
Why did she tell them that there was a broken water main break, sir?
Why did they tell him Jesus Christ was coming back down to they stop the vote? It don't matter what the reasoning was, Black Son. What happened? They locked the ballots up. Then they came back to start counting again. That's all that matters.
Right. Wait, with all that matter, right? Because there's nobody observing them. So the observers
You lying, Black Son. The electors was right there in the room.
There were 5 affidavits saying that they were told to go home. What are you talking about?
The electors were right there in the room. I've seen the whole video, Black Son.
So then why do they have 5 legal affidavits saying that they were told to go home?
That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Right,
I don't care.
You're ignoring the rigging, sir. You're ignoring
Hey, so
you're ignoring that. Go ahead.
I've seen the video. Like I said.
Did you see the affidavit, sir?
I saw the video.
Did you see the affidavits?
I saw the video.
Right, and I saw the video too. But there are affidavits backing what I saw, as opposed to backing what you saw.
Did the affidavits have any conclusion to what happened with the ballots?
Absolutely.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that you just said you didn't read the affidavit, sir.
Well, I'm telling you, the affidavits don't mean nothing to the.
Watch it. You're telling me affidavits that you're saying is bullshit, but you have not read the affidavits, and you're telling me that's bullshit.
I'm telling you they irrelevant. I'm telling you they irrelevant.
I'm telling you, you got to read them before you can call them irrelevant.
They're irrelevant because you talked about the 2020 vision, right?
Yeah, the 2020
vision. I see what's happening on the video.
Right now, I see what happens too, but the affidavits back to what I'm saying. It's back.
I don't.
You have no affidavits to back what you're saying, sir.
Okay, bring the affidavit to the debate. Bring the affidavit to the debate.
I will, but you said it don't matter, but I'll bring it anyway.
Yeah, because I'm gonna show you they was irrelevant.
Oh, I'm gonna show you that they're not irrelevant because you haven't read them.
Okay.
And the affidavit stated that she told him it was a water main break, but you said, "Oh, that's irrelevant." Bullshit. It's very irrelevant. What's this? Okay. I'm dropping.
Ain't that the same person?
Yeah. I think
okay.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to get a. Okay, I do it.
Yeah, it's all good. Like I said, great show. Yeah, I just walked in the house, so
Yeah, you're dancing, man.
ain't no dance. Hey.
I'm gonna have a dance off between you and Ron, man, and see who's the best dancer. God damn it, y'all both
ain't no dancing. What I'm telling you is
dancing.
The points that you bringing up are irrelevant to what you're trying to bring forward.
No, they're not.
And I'm gonna prove that.
No,
I'm gonna prove it.
No, sir. Good luck.
See, I'm gonna actually bring you physical evidence that you can see with your own eye. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's watch this video real quick. Let me. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, let's watch the video real quick. Let's watch this video real quick. Hold on,
Fair use for educational and
That's right.
commentary use. And what else we supposed to say?
Be quiet, Latina. You get the video took down so I can't get it used against me.
Battle. No. We gonna play. Hold on. Let me. There we go. We gonna play this. Hold on. Let's play it real quick. Hold on. It's about 13 minutes. It ain't that long. Okay, let's play it.
Aren't you supposed to mute it when there's music though?
My bad, my bad. I wouldn't even. Yeah, my bad, my bad. I muted it. Yeah, I didn't know that that was like copy free. Oh, but okay. So we got cases here of okay. We got Battle of Athens. Okay. The Battle of Athens. Okay. Do I need? Oh, okay. Hold on. I think I need audio.
These halls are officially closed. Everybody out.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm ordering you and everybody else to leave these premises. Halls are closed.
Like hell they are. These people came here to vote.
Oh shit!
Damn it, Chris.
Yep. What? All right. Jack just got shot. Over to the post office.
McMillan's got some kind of army over there. They closed the polls. Hey, Billy.
Got the keys to the armory. Let's go.
Hold up. You stay back.
Push pause, please.
Tempo. Let me pause it. Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
so did you read what it said in the
Yeah,
beginning?
they got. Oh, go ahead. MD.
Did any of you guys read what it was saying?
Break it down for us, sis.
No, I was expecting you to mute it and pause it and then read it maybe to us or something.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And
okay. Got it. Okay.
because it's actual based on history. This really happened. This
Right.
is not no made up story.
Right.
And
Right.
it
So
happened in 1946.
right, you're saying that there's a long list of voter fraud going on.
So
and
in
that,
1946,
right.
after the GIs came home from World War II, there was like a new mayor and new sheriffs put in place. And well, while they were gone, they started to like crack the whip on the people there and started like finding them for every little thing they could and putting them in jail if they could, to find them. Why? Because they started to make money that way. Because it's like, I think that they started doing that to make money, because then if they're running the whole town and then they get like a surplus, say they have like a budget, right? The city budget, but then you get like $20,000 in fees and fines, then they get to use that money and give it to themselves. You know what I mean? And they were like actually abusing the people. They were like, the police were beating up the guys, and they'd be like leaving the bar and stuff, and claiming that they're drunk. You know what I mean? Just abusing them, overreach of power. And we have a right to watch them count the votes, right?
Right.
And when they were at
Right.
the polling place, they said, okay, well, the sheriff got the ballot boxes, and he says, okay, well, we're leaving right now. And then the poll watchers were like, you can't do that. You have to stay here and count them in front of us.
Right.
And
Good.
he said, no, I'm going to the jail. I'm going to go count them over at the prison. And then so that's what's going to happen, is they're going to end up at the prison and have a shootout, basically.
Right. So.
And hardly anyone has ever heard of this happening because they don't want us to know.
Right. Right. Well, in the book, Rig, they actually, all this is mentioned. I'm glad you brought this up, in the video form, because they have histories and histories. But I wanted to just pinpoint on 2020 because, MD's going to be like, well, no, things are better now, and what's I got to do at 2020? So I'm going to show him.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
No, I know. I
No, it
already know.
So
doesn't
what?
ever
What?
matter if things are better now, because it's our damn right to watch every single vote be
I agree.
counted. And in the 2020 election, they were kicking poll watchers out,
That's a lie.
saying that they were
That's a lie. You can't prove that.
hey,
You
you can't prove it didn't happen, so keep your mouth shut.
you can't prove that. Just like Black Sun can't prove that the poll watchers weren't in that State Farm video.
Why are you calling these poll watchers that got kicked out a liar?
Show me where they got kicked out at. I'm telling you that
Oh, it
didn't
didn't
happen,
happen.
and you
Yeah,
can't prove that.
exactly.
Show them the affidavit.
They should have it on video for
They do. They have it on the State Farm video. They were there.
So for everybody's town, for every voting poll place, they should have it on camera, the whole entire thing, where we can watch it from home on TV, and where if we want to come inside and walk through and like see them behind a fence, that we should be able to like stand there and watch them count right in front of us. You know what I mean? Like they should be at a desk right in front of a fence or something inside a building where we can just go walk up there. Anybody from the public can go up there and watch them. Where they should be like in an arena, maybe have like in a theater where we can like even sit down and watch them count that. And they have to like have like a uniform, like the suits that they wore in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. They had to put like a white suit on. Was it in one of those movies where they put like a white suit and there's no pockets and there's nowhere to hide anything? You know what I mean? So that way they can't do any magic tricks and pull tricks on us.
She talked about the scene where Mike TV, where they was at with the shrinking stuff. I get what you're saying. Again, we're talking about 154 million people. Where's 154 million people gonna watch ballots being counted? Unless it's CCTV.
No, I'm talking about everybody's town polling place.
Okay, fair enough. Again, in the video that I saw from State Farm Arena, there were clearly Democratic as well as Republican poll watchers in the room throughout the whole process. Black Sun won't tell you that. He ain't gonna tell you that.
He's not going to tell you that the people in the affidavits were kicked out. He's not going to tell you that.
Okay. Well, the video say otherwise. But you finished with the video?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, because I guess you pulled it down.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was. Latina, you want me to play the rest of the video, or you? I guess
it's up to you. I mean, like, are you trying to show like?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you. Okay. Yeah, I'll show the rest. Just let me know when to stop it. I'll play more of it. Okay, here we go. Oh, hold on.
I don't want to shoot you, George, but I swear I will.
I think you're supposed to mute it. I think you should mute it.
We're taking what we came for.
I think the last time I watched this, they muted the whole thing, basically.
Okay, no problem. I'll mute it.
But I'm not sure. I don't want to, get your channel hit or nothing.
Okay, no problem. No problem. We will. I guess we can. Mute
That's
it,
them. They're running out with the ballot boxes, right? And one of the sheriffs just shot one of the guys who was trying to stop them from leaving with the ballot boxes. You see all these gangsters up here with all their rifles protecting the sheriff, pointing it at the citizens who have a right to watch them count the votes. They're running away with the votes. And these are a bunch of returned home GIs and a couple other regular folks.
So while this is playing, let me try to give some commentary. So again, you was 100% correct, Black Sun. I was gonna say what does this have? I wasn't gonna say this was a long time, blah blah blah, this and that, because this is still important. But the Battle of Athens was in particular because a lot of the GIs were during the process of voting, the polls was closed. Whereas we talk about 2020, the situation is the deception or the perception of a deception of counting the ballots themselves. So the comparison, though in good faith, I can't agree with it.
I don't even understand what you're saying.
You didn't understand that?
No.
Okay, let me say it again. This particular situation was in regards to the polls being closed prior to everyone's vote being cast.
Are you talking about Athens?
Yes.
What do you mean the votes were closed?
The polls were closed prior to votes being casted, correct?
I'm still not understanding what you're saying right there.
The polls were closed before everybody had a chance to vote.
Before I mean, I don't know. Did it say that in the beginning? Because I couldn't read it from my screen on my
Yeah,
phone.
it said it, and the first scene of the scene displayed it when they came in and said that the polls were closed. People will still vote.
Oh, they were trying to send like minors. It's I think they were trying to send like a minor. You'd have to read it over. Black Sun, did you read it?
I mean, we could break it down after because I'm still watching. We could break it down after after the scene and whatnot. But what I'm saying is when we comparing it to 2020 is we're talking about 2020 being a situation where we're talking about deception as far as the counting of the ballots themselves. Damn, they going at it.
Did we lose it? Oh yeah, they going at it, man. Oh shit! Damn, too bad we can't play this on goddamn Arena Cinnamon, man. This is yeah.
I you know me, I would do it. I don't give a damn about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
What movie is this from? Is that the name of the movie? Ballot? Now I knew about the whole McMahon thing, McMahon County. I knew about it. I didn't ever know it was a movie about it.
Yeah, there's a whole movie about it. This is just a part. This is just a part of the movie.
Is the name of the movie Battle of Athens?
I'm gonna check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the name of it. It's the Battle of Athens. The Battle of Athens, fighter, voter, and election fraud. So yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, man. MD, I'm trying to tell you, man. We need to do a whole movie channel, man. Just like I know you're not down with the whole cast TV, man, but we could do, man. Shoot, we could.
Well, I ain't that I'm down. I just don't know nothing about it. I don't know what the hell. You know what I'm saying?
Just another platform, but we ain't got to worry about damn getting striked and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's damn playable, what's not playable. YouTube funny like that. You know
Have you thought about making an OnlyFans channel and playing this?
No, we were trying to play movies at one time, and we were doing a good run, and then we played this one called Katyn Massacre, and they gave me a damn fucking copyright strike. I was like, oh shit, what the hell? And we got it off of YouTube. That's what I was like, okay, so, and it was a foreign film, so I don't know what I don't know.
But I mean, I'm surprised you're not like pausing it and saying, okay, we're like putting their link in the chat and like.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I mean, I didn't know. You didn't tell me. I'll do that right now.
No, I shouldn't have to tell you. This is your channel.
I don't know.
Yeah, she YouTube coaching you, Black Son.
Hey, I get it. So let me stop the thing. In fact, because you sent me a link, so let me put a link in the chat so everybody.
Oh, I put an article. I put an article in there for you for about the poll watchers that were getting kicked out.
Okay, so let me share that with everybody. So I'm gonna post the video so y'all can watch it on your own time. Because again, YouTube is funny like that. Me and MD, we experienced it firsthand, and we had got a strike and we were suspended. So let me go to the but thank you for sharing that with us, Callie. We're gonna go straight to the article that you sent. We're gonna go to the article because we don't get struck for articles, so we know that for sure. So let's Let me share this article. But yeah, y'all check out Battle of Athens, man. It's a movie. Let me share screen. Let me share screen. Poll watchers. Let's can y'all see that? Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, like if you make our little avatars disappear, your screen gets bigger for the article, I think.
I tell you what, I'm gonna go full screen. Boom. How about that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so it said GOP poll watchers deemed disruptive and La Cruz kicked out. Oh, they done kicked out
Las Cruces.
La Cruces. La Cruces. Las Cruces. For Republican. Okay, let's read this because it's the same thing that happened in Georgia, but in a different way. Is Ron going on the damn live? Ron, where you at, Ron? Oh shit. Ron just went live. Hold on. Oh no, Ron is okay. He just played a short. Okay, Ron. Hey man, Ron, hit the panel, man, if you got time. Okay, so 4 Republican poll watchers were kicked out of an absentee vote counting warehouse in La Cruces on Friday for disrupting and intimidating poll workers, state officials said, leading New Mexico's election director to reprimand the state Republican Party. So that's constitutional there, MD. And what do we deem as disruptive? Like, hey, I want to count that too. That could be deemed as disruptive. But let me keep reading. Republicans then shot back, accusing the Doniel and a county clerk of making up claims against poll challengers who were rightfully doing their job. Well, goddamn, I just was talking about that. Let's keep it moving. The New Mexico Secretary of State office said one of the Republican poll watchers grabbed the Doña Ana County Bureau of Elections director and filmed him leading to office to temporarily stop tabulating votes. It called the conduct illegal. This approach taken by the Republican challengers was absolutely not to be tolerated by election administrators, and the fact that 4 challengers were removed shows that things have escalated beyond what is acceptable. State Elections Director Mandy Vigo wrote on a letter Friday to the state GOP chairman Steve Pierce Vigel, and also wrote that one poll watcher told officials at the absentee precinct board he had been instructed by the Republican Party officials to push the envelope, on what was legal inside the office. Secretary of State's office said it was demanding resolution to this behavior, immediately calling on the Republican Party to stop any explicit instructions or guidance to disrupt the polling locations or officials. Vigo added her office was considering taking legal actions against the party. Election administrators are exploring legal avenues to pursue unless we get assurance that our Republican National is not instructing its challengers in this manner, she wrote. Pierce took a different direction in his response, however, saying video footage on the local showed assault claimed by elections did not occur. So let me ask y'all real quick. Let me take a pause real quick. Let me ask MD and let me ask Latina. I think, okay, MD just came back on. How do we resolve something like this? Because it seems like we're going to have this kind of behavior going on in 2024. We're going to have some people slugging it out. Like, how do we'll have people telling their water main lines broken again and how do we put up safeguards so we're not having the Battle of Athens? We're not having this situation, because I see where this is going. Latina, MD, like, how do we resolve this? How do we resolve this? I just want to have a conversation real quick because I see where this is going. Both sides screaming foul, screaming murder. Like, how do we resolve this as a civilized country?
You basically have to have people who have integrity, to do the right thing. And if you're gonna put people up there to watch and they're gonna act ghetto, well, how are
Right.
you supposed to prevent that from happening? It's like like our society is becoming so degenerate, and it's being degeneracy is being pushed like by this CNN.
Right.
Look at how Chris Cuomo was acting like a hood rat. Look how Don Lee Mom was acting like a hood rat. You
Right.
know, and wasn't it Obama who allowed this propaganda to be allowed in the mainstream media again, because it was supposed to be illegal to push propaganda. Hi, Laughing Dog.
So you said integrity, but it seems like the people on the left and people on the right have different ideas of what integrity is. Like one side said, look, we're doing their job, we're challenging. So how do we, I mean, damn.
But the Democrats were being violent
Oh,
towards us.
absolutely. I agree. I
The
agree.
the
Yeah.
um the politicians kept saying, "I'm gonna fight. We're gonna fight. We need to fight." Okay, like my buddy from YouTube put out a video today. It's 7 minutes long, and I don't think he would mind if he played that video. If you want to play it for us really quick, it's a 7 minute video.
Okay.
Um, I can look it up really quick, but like the politicians aren't allowed to be instigating and encouraging, like for us to be they have to watch their language, so the politicians have to be held accountable. You know what I mean? We the people have to, if our local politicians are acting out of line and acting inappropriate and uncivilized, we should
Right.
be able to get rid of them easier, like out of office, like take their ass out of office. No, you sorry, you're fired.
Right,
You
right.
know?
But what I'm trying to get to, Latina, is the actual situation. Like I understand what you're saying. And I agree with you on that. But how do we like
Okay, so what well, I'm like thinking, well, what if, whenever there's a dispute, you have to present your dispute and it's going to be recorded and documented, and then there's going to be a judge for it.
right? I like that. That's what I'm talking about. So how hard would it be for each county in every state to do that? So you're
It's
talking about a very
it's
simple
not
method.
it's not impossible.
I don't think it's
It's
impossible.
No, it's not impossible, because it's just like, when you're in
So step
school.
by step, explain it real quick. So
It's just
okay.
like when
So
you're in school,
uh
you have a classroom. Everyone's supposed to shut up and sit down. If they want to ask a question, they have to raise their hand. You know what I
okay,
mean?
right.
And then, if you have a dispute, you put it in writing. You don't go yell at people's faces.
So what you're saying is that we need a referee in these voting polls, or we need several
There
referees
needs to
so they can
be, you go write down your grievance, and then you take your paper with your grievance written on it to the referee or the judge, or
okay,
you know what I
okay,
mean? And then you have their badge numbers, and then you have the cameras going,
okay.
that then they can see. Because what I remember happening also is that they were saying, like, one ballot didn't read properly. It
Right,
didn't
right,
get
right,
read properly.
right.
So then they would, I think, was it, they said that you can type it in manually what you want it to be. Like if it said Republican, you can say
Yeah,
Democrat.
I've heard about that. Yeah, that sounds sketchy as
But
hell.
um,
So
if it can't be read,
then it should be discarded.
maybe. I mean, I
Or
wouldn't want I wouldn't want
or
my vote discarded.
I would, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize because you know what? I was wrong for saying that because I wouldn't want that either. Is there a way?
Well, why can't they just call up the person?
I was
They
just
have
going
their
to say
phone
that.
number on the damn ballot and say, we need you to come in and redo it.
You know what? So then we should leave our phone number on the ballot. Okay. I'm you know what?
Yeah.
I'm hearing, I'm like, this is making some sense. So you're saying if something is illegible, get in contact with the person. So there should be a whole different committee to specialize in that. I think that's, you know, and this is all voluntarily. I think that's a good idea. So would you say,
And I
like,
don't think that they should get paid. It should be voluntary.
no,
I
I
mean,
think it's all
maybe
voluntary.
if
It's
they're
all
gonna get paid, I mean, it has to
now
be
if
like,
you,
you know, something reasonable, you
well, I'm
know.
gonna have to push back. If you allow people to get paid, it allows room for corruption. That's just me, but no, let me not be very
Because, you
tyrannical
know, because the
to get
reason
paid.
why I say, well, I don't know, maybe you can pay the minimum wage because there are people that, like, you know, can't afford to take time off from work, you know.
Right,
The
absolutely, absolutely.
majority of people cannot afford to take time off of work.
I agree.
You know,
So
there are very few elite and filthy rich people in the world, like
right,
Jay-Z and Beyonce and Oprah or
right,
Trump, you know.
right. So, but now let me ask this all in general because it's all that this is voluntary, right? Because I know they asked me to volunteer, and they're asking for volunteers to come down to the polls if you
See,
want to
but
be a
what I'm
volunteer.
saying, but what I'm saying is, like, I was wondering too, like, how do all these Democrats have time to volunteer? And like, a lot of them are on welfare and shit. They got their Section 8, they got their food stamps, they have their disability from the government or whatever, you know,
Okay.
and you know, they don't have to worry about where their income is coming from. You know,
So
just like when they had the protests for BLM, I was like, how are they able to like be out there doing all that and taking, like, don't they have to go to work? Don't they have to go to school? Don't they have kids? You know what
right,
I
right,
mean?
right. But now, well, I think it kind of well, because okay, so you're talking about shifting a voluntary position to a paid position. So that's a I'm hearing you. What you're saying, I'm hearing you. So I don't object to that because they pay for jury duty, right? Am I not mistaken? They do pay for jury duty.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so since they can pay for jury
Oh,
duty, I
and you
really
know what?
okay,
I also served on jury duty
right,
once, and I was late,
right,
and I was threatened with getting put in jail for that.
right. Yeah. But they still paid you for your time, though, correct?
Yeah, they
Okay,
did.
so I will not object to them paying for these positions. So yeah, I think we need a special, maybe 3 referees because odd numbers good. You know what I'm saying? Because one is
So that
and
way
two
that
is
they are all accountable for each other.
yeah, like a 3-way. It should be 3 minimum referees. It should be a 3 minimum referee thing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
probably. Yeah.
Right. And what's difficult is, this whole when people claim to be non when they say they're not political, no
Affiliated.
non-affiliated, people say that. And I'm learning in the media there's no such thing as non-affiliated.
Well, I mean,
So
I don't think it's good to bring three people together who are from the same town because everyone always knows each other, like in the same
good point.
town.
Good point. But okay, but
And
then
then
you're
I
talking
think that there should be like a lottery where the people of the town can do a lottery, a random lottery, you know, where it's not chosen. It's not, it has, so that they choose them so that they're not chosen with like a computer. So it's not a setup, you know?
right. It should just be like a lottery, but not too far away though, because I know because then it gets costly, right?
Right.
So maybe not somebody in your immediate county, but maybe somebody in the surrounding county. So you
No,
take
I mean, like,
three.
even the same county, I mean, that would be okay, but just a different city.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, fair enough, fair enough. So you're saying the likelihood of these people knowing each other just randomly jump from city to city, and then you should have maybe 3 people who don't know each other, and it should be okay.
A little bit more fair. Like, gonna have a higher chance of it being more fair.
Okay, okay. And what I'm concerned about is how do you mix these names in? Because here in Georgia, well, I guess it's kind of weird because here in Georgia, they're saying you don't have to register as a Democrat or a Republican. However, I get Democrat paraphernalia all the time in my mail. And so I guess this is tricky though, because I'm saying how do we know you're not going to pick 3 Democrats or pick 3 Republicans or, you know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Your mic is muted. Okay, I think she's
Can you repeat that, please?
I said, how do we know, like say for in this lottery, we're not picking like 3 Democrats or 3 Republicans? Like, is
Well,
there a
you separate them, you separate because they all know like what we vote, right? Like our government knows who's a Republican, who's a Democrat, which is why I think
I start to wonder here in
which
Georgia.
is why I think the jury selection is being rigged too.
Right.
So I guess maybe they have to disclose or somehow like look up if they are Democrat or Republican.
Oh, so in the interview, they have to disclose it to the people interviewing, but they're not to this. It's just like you don't disclose your pay to your coworkers, correct?
I mean, I don't know, like maybe so like they have it listed, like because they send you mail, right? Like
Right.
you get mail from like if you're a Democrat, they send you mail from the Democrat Party.
I get it all the time.
Yeah, and then if you're a Republican, they send it to you in the mail. Like
Really?
without you even asking for reals.
Well, here in Georgia, I
Like
can tell you
because
personally.
I was getting junk mail, for my political party when
Right.
I used to be a Democrat, and I never told them anybody I was a Democrat. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm getting the same thing here in Georgia. Like I get paraphernalia from the Democrats all the time, nothing from the damn Republicans. And I'm like, I voted Republican last 2 elections. What's going on here? So I don't know. It's just weird to me. And then I went to an event and I saw this lady with a Democratic shirt registering people to vote. And I'm like, she can't do that. That's called political
Well,
pandering.
I'm wondering if it's like being done on purpose, like by rhinos, because one time I called to my Republican representative and I asked if I could come in and volunteer and, was trying to give some ideas. And then the lady just brushed me off and was like, you
Right.
can't change people's minds no matter what you do.
Huh?
Yeah,
Wait. Why did she say that?
exactly. Like, why the freak would you like just tell me like that
Out of the
I
blue,
can't
just said that. Yeah.
volunteer, I can't come in and help do anything. There's nothing I can do to help influence the vote, to give out information at least of
But you
like our
didn't.
policies,
But why would she say that? That's weird.
because I don't know. Why do you think she would say that? I just
I
don't,
don't know. I
I
mean,
don't,
what? Why? What?
I thought it was weird that she said that to me.
That is weird. That's unless she was just having a weird day when she talked to you, but that's very weird. That's kind of like what, huh?
But recently I called and asked my local representative and a young lady answered and she said she is paid by the university, that she's not paid by the whoever the representative is. She's not paid by the Democrat representing us
Right. She's supposed to be
area.
nonpartisan. Right.
So then it's like she's actually getting paid by the university. The university is the one influencing who's getting these jobs in these places. You know what I mean?
Right.
And she told me that they usually pick people from the universities to volunteer. So it sounds like the typical GOP uniparty coward.
Right. And it's funny because most people in the universities, I'm assuming, especially in California, are liberal, especially when you start going north, like Berkeley and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well, I actually ran into a Ghanaian girl at the grocery store who
yeah.
was coming to the local university nearby. And I'm thinking, well, how the heck did they build a university here to bring in Ghanaians to come to school? How come the poor kids in our neighborhood aren't going to school there instead?
Right. Right. Well,
Like,
um,
you know what I mean?
I
Like
mean,
Mike,
it comes
like
down again, you know, the that comes down to policy. You know what I'm saying? What policies are being passed? I mean, hell,
crooked policies.
I mean, you got to catch them before they could even be passed. So that because I don't know, I'm not going to disagree and say they're not crooked. I'm going to say, yeah, they sound shady as hell. But how do
Well,
you?
like, do you remember like Governor Brown? Jerry Brown used to be the governor in California.
I remember.
Do you remember like there being a big controversy of him passing a new gas tax on us without
Yeah,
even asking us for that
yeah, I
permission?
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
But then this one teacher, this lady who is a public school employee, she told me she has faith in our representatives because they represent us and that we voted to put them in there to do the voting and thinking for us.
Well, no, I don't agree with that. But I mean, again, that's why I look at policies ahead of time, and that's why I like to look at certain debates. But again, when people say, "Oh, well, you know, Trump didn't debate," no, he's already laid out. I mean, he's made several, and this is a good move by Trump. He has made several speeches, he's made several rallies, and he's made several interviews where he laid out his plan. I was like, cool. In the war in Ukraine, cool. Put subsidies back in the goddamn oil fuel in the cool. He drill here in the U.S. Cool. So I was like, cool. And a lot of other people were apparently cool with it too, and that's why his numbers boosted up. And then, because like I said, he already has the experience. He did a good job the first time. So in that case, I don't need to hear any debates. But again, that's just me. But I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm rambling, sis, man. But yeah, I'm just like I said. I think going back to the thing. I think we need 3 referees who are nonpartisan, or at least don't tell the other one what we are. You know what I'm saying? Don't communicate, or you could, and let them know we have a secret person. If you go in there, you could face a fine or a day in jail. Let them know that you're serious about it, right? Just like how they said, if you were late for jury duty, they were threatening to put you in jail. Put those same criterias and those same type of penalties, have that applied to the referees. Have 3 referees, and like I said, if a counter or they have a dispute.
I mean, but you know what? They like a lot of people I hear are even saying like, that we need to exclude women and that people need to pass like basic law, like basic testing. You know what I mean? That
Right.
we should even have like to even be allowed to vote. Like
No,
they
that's
say repeal
unconstitutional.
like they say repeal the 19th, and that we should well, why is it unconstitutional? Why can my friend who is special ed and slow and delayed and he can't even get a job because he's on a mental disability, why is
Uh-huh.
he allowed to vote? Why should he be allowed to vote?
Oh, wait. Okay, so let me get this straight. So, because when you said the women are not allowed, so I hear what you're saying about the disabled person. So let me deal with this one at a time. So there should be no discrimination. That it's you're violating constitutional right if you're violating because you're a woman. That's violating your constitutional rights off the top. So now let's deal with
Well, no, but I mean, a lot of women are illogical. So, I don't think they actually should be allowed to vote because
I disagree with that. No. So based on what? I got to push back on that, sis. How how do you make that determination?
the majority of them can't even pass these kind of like logic tests that men can pass. Like if you had like a group of 10 men and 10 women, the majority of the men would probably be able to vote that, but I'm not saying all of them would be able to. Compared to the women, like fewer women would be able to pass that.
But
And so
you're
like why can't we test people to see if they can even pass like some basic knowledge? You know, like, okay, like I remember one
I
time
hear
a
what you're
long
saying.
time ago, I applied for a job to go work at like a linen and things or something, you know, like a regular, like what's it called, retail store. And I had to take a test to answer questions like, what do you do if you're helping a customer and someone else comes up behind you and
Right.
says they need help? What are you going to say
Right.
in that situation? And what should you say, you know? And like some people would answer like, you know, there's like, I think it was a multiple choice or something.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of the people are really dumb. And I think the majority of people are stupid.
Right, but the only
So
problem with that though is that you're
they
still
wouldn't they wouldn't
violating.
be they wouldn't no, they're violating my right to be stupid and vote stupidly for me if they're stupid. So why would I give the retard the airplane to fly me home instead of the smart guy?
Well, okay, so oh man. Okay, so you're talking about private versus government. So let's talk about the airplane. So the airplane is a private corporation. The job that you apply, that's a private corporation. But when dealing with government and government policy and all that has to, because this country was based on the Constitution. So everybody, no matter how dumb they are, has a constitutional right. So we can't violate their rights, or we're going to go into, we have a constitutional crisis. It's going, oh God, it's going to be bedlam. It's going to be anarchy, Latina. And then oh man, no, we don't want that. We still want to protect people's constitutional rights, sis. So, I mean, what do you say to that? Let me, hold on. Let me see. Okay. You
Why are
gave,
you saying there'd be anarchy?
no, what I'm saying is that once you violate a person's constitutional rights, then it'll start snowballing.
It's not constitutional to allow some dumbass to do a job they can't do. They don't qualify. You get the fuck out of here. Go home. Go sit down. You don't qualify. If you want to qualify, if you want to be allowed to be given this privilege,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you want the responsibility to be able to vote, can you even read? Can you even comprehend? Do you have basic comprehension skills? If you don't have any comprehension skills, if you can't even vote for yourself, then you should not be voting.
I mean, does anybody in the chat disagree? I mean,
Okay,
I'm
I know
the only one.
I know another old guy who's
Uh-huh.
also on mental disability, and he has to have like a caregiver come like clean his house.
Right.
And I took him to Costco to go
Okay.
buy some you know, the multi packs, the jumbo packs of paper towels, right? And it comes in a 12 pack, I believe.
Okay.
Um and he, you know, he wants to make money, right?
Yeah.
So I asked him, he was telling me he's going to sell them. And I asked him, well, how much do you sell them for? He goes, $1.
Okay.
Okay. So he sells a roll of paper towel for $1, but the pack costs $16.75.
Okay. So, right. So we're talking about transactions as opposed to voting for like elected officials to, like you said, you know, vote in certain policies because certain policies just don't make sense. And if we got a bunch of dumb people at the polls, then oh gosh, it's man,
Even our representatives should pass a basic like test. And like that. Did you hear about that senator? Or was he a senator? He keyed some kid's car, like so the kid was taking his little sister to go get like a latte before she went to go to her I think she was like a cheerleader or dance practice or something she had to go to. And
right.
he was driving his mother's car because he's still like under her supervision, you know what I mean?
Right.
And there was a fuck Joe, like I think it said FJB or Let's Go Brandon sticker on the car, and the senator keyed it, right? And then
Right.
He lied about it and said that the kid was threatening him, that he was afraid for his life, that he thought he was being stalked, and that he was being dared to. And then you see the footage later that the police officers show up to his house, and then the police officers are like giving him the kid gloves because he's the senator.
Right.
Like, oh, I don't know, like, oh, how do you want me to handle this for you? Like, what should I do? Like it was just so weird.
Right.
But I sent you like a video right now. It's a James Klug video, and I don't think there was any problem with you playing it.
Okay.
Because a lot of people play James Klug's videos. So you can see how stupid people are and how illogical in their thinking they are.
Okay, so let me play the video and we'll let me share a screen and we'll break it down because again yeah, let me play the video and then we'll go from there because like I said, I'm I'm one for the Constitution, even though, yeah, I agree. There's a lot of people who I don't agree with, but I don't want to take away their rights, but let's play this thing. So let's play it. Let me just play it. Okay.
And you're saying that police are misusing it? How does that make sense? They want to shoot all the black people. So if they want to shoot all the black people, then why would you want to disarm yourself? AR-15, should we ban it? Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are basically advocating for that? Yes. Yes?
I think guns should be banned, period.
Guns should only be in the hands of law enforcement. Is that correct?
Exactly my point.
Can that go wrong?
How is that going to go wrong? Oh, yeah, because the police are shooting black people here, there, and like Hispanics and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, they can have it, but they abuse it.
Okay, so you're advocating that police are the only ones that have it, and then you're saying that police are misusing it? How does that make sense?
Yeah, because they want to shoot all the black people.
So if they want to shoot all the black people, then why would you want to disarm yourself? AR-15, should we?
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so again, I don't think we should be this. I think we it's very dangerous to take away people's rights voting. All we can do is get more of the smart people. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. This is because again, I don't want to violate their constitutional rights.
You're violating someone's constitutional rights by letting some bozo who doesn't know anything like vote for you.
Yeah,
do you want the players who can't play on your team? Like if you're going to play soccer, do you want like the people with no legs to play?
No, but again, when you're talking about soccer and you're talking about like voting, like the voting.
Yeah, they're going to vote. They're going to vote and they're going to hurt you. Just like they're hurting the people who own homes and own properties. They keep voting to pass like new bonds. Oh, we're going to pass a 50-year bond to build a new school. And then so you're going to have to pay a portion of this for 50 years on your property tax.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they're going to pass it. And then a few years later, they're going to pass another bond. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to pass this bond and then it's going to go on your property tax. And we're going to build another new school.
That's a form of feudalism. So you'll have only people who have political power, like back in feudal times, that only like your so everybody else who don't have
No, that's not feudalism because that's the way it was back when the United States first started. Like, when they did, before women were allowed to vote. Before women were allowed to vote, I think weren't black men allowed to vote before them? Black men had the right to vote before women.
white women. Okay, for women. Um, hmm. Um, I'm trying to. I don't want to. Yeah, because my mind's not there right now, so I don't want to misconstrue some dates. But let's just say, okay, hypothetically, let's just go with what you're saying. Again, because now you can't put the genie back in the bottle. Meaning, okay, so blacks now have rights, women have rights, so we can't go backwards.
All men would have the right to vote, except
Mhm.
you have to pass a test. Or if you want everybody to have a right to vote, if you want women to have the right to vote, you have to pass a test.
So
You
how
have
would the
to pass a
how would,
test. You
so
don't
how would
get to become a doctor if you can't pass a test. You don't get to become
Mhm.
a truck driver unless you can pass a test. You don't
Right.
get to vote and be a voter unless you can pass the test.
So what now? Okay, so here's the slippery slope. So what would be the litmus test to become a voter, to become a legitimate
Well, that
voter?
is something that if you have your elected officials already, or like if every how we're supposed to have like a mayor, I guess if we have a mayor already, like wouldn't they be allowed to I mean how do
You got
you
a
elect a
man.
leader? How do you
Mhm.
even, if you're going to start a club, how do you even elect a leader for your club?
Usually, well, I mean, I'm thinking that it just usually starts by the majority. They don't
We
have,
can't have the blind leading the blind, of course.
yeah, but don't they usually go on majority? They don't even have a. I think the criteria is just majority. Like, okay, we got a group of people, 12 people, and whoever get the most votes is the leader. That's
I mean,
usually
there are just some people who you can tell are like the smartest people in the group, you know? And usually, like in a town, a lot of people know each other and know that they have integrity and they have a reputation in the public eye. Like even though I'm not in the public eye, like I there are people who know me, and like and in school, they send home papers where you can vote for like parents to be involved and to represent the parents for the school, and
oh,
they vote, or they can have like a debates.
right. But we have debates though, right? We have debates. Most of your political, well, I don't know about
I'm
presidentials.
saying they can have debates on how to put what goes on the test.
Right.
But we have a lot of information and they've done a lot of studies. There are people who know like what kind of things should be on a test. It would be like the people who like um studied a certain, like specialized in a certain field, but like everything can be corrupted. It's not 100%, because even though we have like all these universities and supposedly the top the finest, intellectual people, like we're finding out that they've been placed there,
Right.
that
Right.
they've had favoritism, like George Soros, like paying to get certain people put into be the DA of like a community. You know what I mean? Like they know that they're like crooked.
Okay. Okay.
So I guess if you're Jewish, you don't get to be in part of that community and partake, because they always, uh, how everyone's always saying like, the Jewish are corrupt and they're running the world, blah blah blah. They're bad people.
Right. Um.
That they're part of the cabal. They're part of the New World Order.
Right. Again, but I'm having a hard time because I think this is just my belief that the Constitution keeps this country together from us becoming Mad Max land. You know, I think uh the way this country was formed, we've gone through a lot of that. You know, like in the South, they have like you couldn't, you know, if you count how many suds are on the bubble, then you're allowed to vote. We actually had that in the South. We actually had IQ tests once upon a time, and that the government deemed as violating people's constitutional rights.
And what government was this? Was it a woman? They start having women and commies and like left leaning soft liberals who were like not for the Constitution. Like we have a basic set of rules to follow, and it's the Constitution.
It was Lyndon B. Johnson, and it was
Lyndon
during
B. Johnson, oh, the one who said, I'm going to keep these N words voting Democrat for 200 years. That one?
was it Lyndon B. Johnson? Or
Yes, he said
okay,
that.
Okay, so right, so right, but
I mean,
at the
I don't
same
know if
time,
he said that. I mean, I know he said that. I know that he has been quoted as saying that he's going to keep Black people voting 200 for voting Democrat for the next 200 years.
right. But what I'm saying is that people like because we just talked about women and Black people. So during the hell, I mean, you go back to Fannie Hamer, you go back to Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Let's just talk about the civil rights. Mukasey Ricks. So what I'm saying is that these people fought because you had such laws in place actually down like during the Jim Crow era. You had like
Well, did you see what Laughing Dog said though?
What do you say? There's something about property. Yeah, they had that too. So everything that you guys are mentioning and has actually happened in the country.
No, not property. He just put a link about the 15th Amendment.
Okay, so you're talking about the Freemen. So Freemen got rights to vote, 15th Amendment. Women got theirs, 1920. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Laughing Dog. So okay, so
women don't need to be voting. I would sacrifice my vote for a stupid woman to not vote because these women want to abort your babies.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
The stupid women do want to abort your babies.
You know what? I mean, I can't. Okay, so
they're evil, wicked women making Satan their daddies, and you know, but not only do they want to abort your babies, but they also want to have sex with your 18-year-old sons when they're like 50 years old, 40 years old. You know what I mean? They're really disgusting women. They'll like groom a guy, and you know. They're really just really like, oh my gosh, like I would not want my son around certain friends of mine.
I understand. But still, I mean, it's a long process to do this type of vetting when we've actually fought against this type of vetting. What I'm saying is that everything that you're saying has actually been done in the civil rights.
Yeah, and then look how shitty our country is now because of it. Because they changed it. They thought they were going to make it better, but they
I mean, I don't know.
I
disagree with it because the Trump years were great.
Oh, yeah? They're still aborting your babies. They're still aborting your grandbabies. They're still taking your children away from you with no right to visit them and still taking your alimony and your child support.
Right.
And you have no way. It's very impossible. It's very, very unlikely that you will get to see your kids ever again until they're 18, if they even will ever see you again, if they haven't been destroyed by their mothers and been destroyed to where they've become their mama and have their mama spirit now. Because, you know, there was a guy who called into a show the other day and he said that he was going to ask the mother of one of his grandchildren if he could raise the 5-year-old grandson, because there's no reason for that woman to be raising the boy.
Latina, you just locked yourself in this show for life because, you know, you got to, Deacon is one of our OGs, and he you can't miss a show now. So you can't miss on the show.
I'm not an expert.
I don't know if you're reading Deacon's comments, but yeah,
No,
you are now committed.
I do glance once in a while. I don't know
You
who
are
Deacon
bound,
is.
according to Deacon, you are bound by blood. Blood in, blood out. Let me say that again, Latina. Blood in, blood out.
Okay, so
bound by honor.
Like, thank you. That's means a lot. Thanks.
No, blood in, blood out. You ain't never seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's a
I like to
classic.
watch Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Hercules, Xena
Oh,
Warrior
no.
Princess.
No, you need this. So I guess this is
Wrestling every once in a while.
I guess this is a South Central LA kind of thing, but it's a movie called Blood In, Blood Out, and it's a gangster movie. So yeah, it's never mind. It's a old mafia. It's like MS-13 type of. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Deacon, I think that Trump would definitely win. Like you would be surprised at how many votes Trump would get over, even if women weren't allowed to vote. There would only be soy boys voting for the opposite, or for the opposing person.
You know what I hate? The soy boys get lumped in with the vegans. I hate that shit.
Okay, so but you eat proteins from animals, so that's okay. You eat eggs. Oh, you don't eat eggs?
No, I don't eat no animal protein.
Oh, okay.
All frijoles. Come on.
Well, you know what you do in your home.
I don't eat no soy.
As long as you ain't violating no children or raping some people or holding anyone hostage, then I don't need to know what you eat. I don't need to know what you want to F in your bed.
Look, all I know, you can't go nowhere because Deacon, you can't miss no more shows. You can't miss no more shows. Deacon is a fan.
Well, I have 4 kids, so I can't always be available.
You know what I say to that? You know what Deacon says to that? Deacon got something to say to that.
There has been too much violence, too much pain. None here.
But where did MD go? Like, he just dipped out. You think?
No, MD is on the road, so he's going from state to state, so he be in and out.
That's why I say he's probably working.
Yeah, he's working, but when he be at home, he be ready to go. But yeah, he's just oh man, like I said, but we gotta have you, according to D, and we gotta have you on every show. You can't go nowhere.
So, but that James Klug video you played, it was so ridiculous. They're like, we need to take all the guns away.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's like, but you only want the police to have guns, right? But you're saying the police are shooting and killing you all. So why do you want only the police to have guns? Dumbass.
Right. Because they don't, but see, the Constitution keeps that all together. It keeps that all together. And so you can't, the thing is, the guns, all that, and all that is all in the Constitution. So we can't, just like me, I'm a non-religious person, and that Constitution protects me as an atheist.
Yeah, but you know what? There have been too many amendments made to the Constitution. Gavin Newsom is trying to pass a 28th Amendment.
What did it say?
He's trying to pass an amendment on the Constitution to prohibit any sales and purchases to anyone 21 years and younger for firearms and ammunition, I think. Right. And he also wants to, what was it? I'm trying to remember.
But that would contradict.
And then he wants to make stricter investigations into who's buying them. Right. When we already have the right, he wants to dig at us more. Right. Put more regulations on them.
Right.
We should actually have the right to have the same exact, in the Constitution, we're supposed to have the access to all the weapons that the government has, because if,
Oh, that's right. That's
you
a
know,
fact. That's a fact.
so like, I ran into some guys from Montana at a grocery store in my area, and I made conversation. Well, they were with a group of ladies, young ladies too, and I heard them talking, and because all of them were so white, I was like, oh my, like, where'd you guys come from? And they told me they're from Montana, and we got to talking about like the spy balloon, and I asked them how come nobody tried to shoot the balloon down, and they said that a lot of people tried to, but they don't have the weapons to capable of doing that. And like, too bad we didn't have the weapons capable of doing that, because if you're flying over my house and you're a spy balloon from, like, why can't we shoot that down? You know what I mean? If there's a threat in the sky, we should be able to shoot something that's a threat in the sky from our house. Like during World War II, when when the Japanese came to bomb Pearl Harbor, like, I'm pretty sure it was okay if a civilian shot at a Japanese plane. You know what I mean? Especially if it came too close to our home.
Right, right. Hmm. Hmm. Well, y'all, hey, on that note, hey, shout out to Latina men, shout out to Deacon, shout out to MD20, shout out to Laughing Dog, shout out to
You ain't wrong. The deplorable, you ain't wrong.
Yep, deplorable, you ain't wrong, man. Shout
And
out
a
to
truism, words of the storm crow.
yes. Call the names out. You got to hit. Yeah, thank you. You need to be my assistant because thank you, man. You man. Shout out to Twin. Shout out to Deacon. MT20. Shout out to the Fuckery Show. Shout out to man. You gotta love the internet. Shout out to a truism, words of Stormcrow. Okay.
Yeah, you should definitely subscribe to him so that you can join him on his panels.
Man, I love it, man. I love it. I love seeing new faces on here, man. Yeah, I'm going to subscribe to everybody. So everybody to support me. And again, now I may not subscribe to that one. I think Ism, because he's like, oh, who care about politics? Oh, we're all about sports. I'm not a sports person, so have not been.
I didn't see Ism. Who was this Ism?
The guy that came yesterday and was talking about how people who talk about politics are mad. Yeah. See, two things that I don't do.
Sir Ism. No, he's a cool guy.
I'm sure he's a cool guy. It's just that I don't do sports. Sports bore the shit out of me. Two things I don't do. I don't do sports and I don't do UFOs because I think they're distractions. I don't know. And me, I can say I don't do sports, and it's funny because I come from a sports family. I don't know if you ever heard of Lamar Ball
what the actual word is, like, isn't it unidentified
flying
UAPs? They're calling them UAPs. I can't remember what it is. Is it?
No, that's fine.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon, because there are, like, I know there has to be like drones flying over here that are like spy drones,
right?
And they're gonna look like mysterious things in the sky that we probably would be suspicious of, like think, oh, is that a UFO or is that like a spy drone? You know what I mean? It could be, they can make it look like a UFO just to mess with our heads. It could be our own government doing it to us.
That's fine, because I'm not interested in UFO. I don't care. Like, aliens coming down is not going to affect my pockets. That's why politics are my main concern. Like sports, unless
yeah.
So I'm not. Yeah. So no, there's a lane for that. If people are talking about sports and who's going to win the Super Bowl and the aliens came down, that's cool. I'm just not going to participate in that conversation because I'm all about the money. Because life is political, and I want to know where the resources are going at the end of the day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like these drones could be pretending to be UFOs, but they're unidentified aerial phenomenon, which could be, you know, who knows? Maybe they might have a secret weapon on them. You know, because like even the videos of people talking about the Maui fires are like, you know, everyone is. Do you know that the Maui government was telling people to get off the phones, get off their social media, and to don't listen to any news from social media?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't, and they're telling us basically to turn off our laptops, turn off our iPads, to turn off all of our devices, and to not look into anything right now. They don't want us knowing what's happening in Maui, basically.
Oh.
Like, why would our government tell us to turn off our social media and turn off the internet?
I mean, I couldn't tell you. I operate. I mean, I don't know. Like, well, number one, did you see this from mainstream media?
No, it's another. I think I made a post about it on my
Okay,
channel on my community tab,
got you.
or I was going to. Okay, no, no, I didn't post it yet, but yeah, they still don't know where the children are.
Right. Okay.
So, I mean, I want people to talk about Maui because
Right.
the guy in the video showed a man saying that he asked somebody a question and that they didn't even know like where Maui was. You know, like like even that James Klug guy, he'll like ask people randomly on the streets. He'll do like street interviews and say, "Hey, do you know what the capital of the United States is?"
Right.
And then they are like university students, and then they're like clueless. They're like, I don't know. Like, do we have a capital? That's a trick question. We don't have a capital. The United States doesn't have a capital. You know what I mean?
Right. Hmm. We got
So,
Ron in
like,
the house.
oh, conscious moron.
Yep.
Hi,
Ron.
moron.
Yeah,
Is it
Ron.
Moron or moron? His
Ron, you
name is
still?
Mo. His
Yeah.
name is Mohammed Ronald Conscious.
Ron, you still at the barbershop? I was trying to let
Oh,
Ron
that's who
show.
Ron you're talking about. I didn't know who Ron was that you were talking about.
Yeah,
You were
Ron.
just calling him Ron. I know him as Moron and Conscious
Oh, okay.
Moron.
Yeah. I'm lazy, so I just say Ron because I'm lazy. There's too many syllables for me. I'm just like Ron. Yeah, I'm next though. Oh, okay. He's still at the barbershop, man. Shout out to Ron. He's still at the barbershop. They probably, yeah. They talking about Trump at the barbershop, Ron. Damn, I wish they could post up our shows at the barbershop, man.
Well,
Man.
I mean, there's a clip of this video that I was wondering if you could play. I can give you the timestamp so that you can see of the government telling people to get off their devices.
Okay.
Or are you going to shut this show down?
Well, I can answer that right now. Why would I listen to a government, especially media, when they said Trump was part of Russia collusion? So I mean, that goes out the door. So anybody that
Yeah.
contributed to Russia, and said, "Oh, Trump was in cahoots with Putin," they're discredited. So I don't, yeah, like so. There's a lot of Western media.
Right. So, but they're hiding the truth now about where these children are. They're still not giving us answers, and they're telling us that the FBI is looking into it. But everyone is like, "Well, you're not really credible anymore. How are we supposed to trust you can even do your job right?" You
That's
know,
right.
like
Yeah.
we shouldn't trust our government. And they shouldn't have this much power over us to tell us that we have to wear a mask or that we have to do lockdowns.
Oh no, we're not wearing
And
that. Yeah. That's why I said
these
earlier.
these companies that are forcing medical equipment on us should not be allowed to force medical equipment on us, because for a clinic to tell you you can't come into our clinic unless you put a face diaper on, you know, you don't have the right to tell someone else to use medical equipment or drugs to put in their body or on their body, because you have the right to move freely in the United States. What is it? Which amendment is it that gives us the right to move about freely? I would have to look that one up. But
Right.
putting a face diaper on our faces does not allow us to move freely, because it's actually kind of dangerous to have to wear a mask, in my opinion, because it might block your peripheral vision, like to see down, and you could trip over something easier, fall down and die.
Well, wait. So I don't think we have mask mandates anymore. They took them away, right?
No, I'm saying that these companies should not be allowed to tell us. They shouldn't have the right to tell us that we have to wear a mask face diaper on our face.
No, I don't think we. I don't think we no longer have
That's
mandates.
like what?
No, I don't. There are no more mask mandates.
No, I know, but like in my town, the clinic is a
Oh, the
private
clinic saying they
company,
sort of right
and the
coming in.
private company is saying their policy is you have to wear a mask to be seen.
Well, now hold on, Latina. Now, again, when you have private companies, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, because even like police, when it says private
The
property, they're not even allowed to.
company shouldn't have the right to tell you what kind of shouldn't be able to force medical equipment on you,
But if it's a
especially if
private
you have,
company, you don't have to you don't have to patronize them though. Latina, you don't have to pay. So the best way to go against that private company is not to patronize them, because
the
private company.
private company shouldn't have that right to push any devices on you.
But
That's like a cult.
aren't you taking
That's like a
away?
violation of like all of our rights.
But aren't you? But
Because
hold on.
there might be people like who are slow and dumb that don't know any better, that could be harming themselves by using a by having to put their by going along with their policies. They could be harming themselves and not even know it, because they're slow and dumb, and they're taking advantage of people. The clinic especially is in a low income neighborhood, just like they're doing with putting the abortion clinics in the poor neighborhoods. They're taking advantage of people who don't know any better.
Yeah, but
So they're violating
some
the
might argue
people who
that.
they're abusing the people who are slow and dumb and don't know any better, who are ignorant, who don't have the knowledge
But
to know any
some
better.
people,
They
but
lack
some
the
people,
knowledge to be
but
able
some
to.
people might argue and say that dumb people they shouldn't reproduce. So that's why we got them in
Well,
the.
I wouldn't if I had a Down syndrome child who is severely Down syndrome, like
Mhm.
has physical handicaps like a
And
deformity.
I wouldn't say that.
I
I'm just.
wouldn't want her, because things happen. I know like some people don't have siblings, or like let's say,
Mhm,
the parent decides they're going to dedicate their life to taking care of their special child, right? And
mhm.
they don't have more siblings for that child, or maybe they only have one sibling for that child. Or even if they do have siblings, the cost of living is so expensive that you need like two income households almost to
Mhm.
raise a family. And even like the single household person, like how are they going to be able to not work and take care of that child? And then there would be the risk of that child, if it was a female, getting raped and then pregnant, because there are cases of like this woman who was in a coma who was raped by her male nurse,
Right.
and she got pregnant. So she should have, I mean, I mean, at least they were able to catch the person, I think, with the DNA. So that's why, like, even like the abolitionist rising, he is an abolitionist against abortion because um, the people are like the lefties.
Uh-huh.
They want to punish the child and abort it instead of punishing and killing the violator.
Right. Hmm. Okay. Man, shout out to Gideon, man. Shout out to Gideon, man. If you want to join the panel, man, because we've been on for 3 hours. But yeah, shout out. I gotta go, y'all. Can't wait for the next show. Come back, Latina. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta come back, man. Deacon says come back. I'm saying come back, man. You part of the Reading the Family.
Okay, thank you guys.
Yeah. What's the topic?
See you later.
Oh, dang. Gideon, we were talking about damn Trump, man, being arrested and then just the whole politics, man. God dang, Gideon. But yeah, Gideon, man, you gotta. Oh, that's why I forgot Gideon be working on the weekends, man. But man, we need to have you back on the panel, Gideon. So, man, shout out to Gideon, man. Shout out to Latina, man. Yeah, man, Ron we've been rocking out, man. We rocked out yesterday, rocked out again today, man. So yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. I like the momentum. Man, Deacon like it too. In fact, Deacon, you missed it yesterday because we had another deacon. In the dang chat. I was like, oh shit, we got 2 deacons, man. So hey, we hitting the big time, y'all. So hey, man, with that being said, you know what? I gotta talk to Nature Mom because I'm not sure. She's still in Poland. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to do a show tomorrow. We'll see. With that being said, man, we out, y'all. And stay subscribed, man. Share the thing. Ron, as soon as you get time, man, link go in the StreamYard and link your channel so we can all, like I said, me, you, MD, we can all boom. So when we go live, you'll be live on this channel. You'll be live with MD, and same with MD. We'll be all linked together. I upgraded it so we have we can send it on 10 different. Hold on, I gotta 1, 2, 3, 4. We can send it on multiple platforms. So we got enough space to send it on Ron's channel and Callie's channel. Callie, you know what? I need to send it on your channel too, if you don't mind. We can do a live from your channel. And we can have a network. So man, shout out to everybody. So I'm gonna get with Latina so we can get your link to your page. I'm gonna get with Ron so we get the link to your page. Because like I said, I upgraded so we have, and y'all have access, you know what I'm saying? We got download intros, special effects, you know what I'm saying? We got like we like boom, we got special effects, we got damn music, we got different backgrounds, man. We got the works. So yeah, man, I want to share it with y'all and man, just keep this thing going. And like I said, I know you're in a different time zone, Latina, man. If you could just come on and just come on and just come on. Just come on every show, as many as you can. Keep it live. We need that energy. With that being said, man, we out, man. And that goes for you too. Everybody, man. If y'all want to jump on, please, man, we're going to keep this ball rolling. I love it. With that being said, we out, y'all. Peace.